launching. The dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
I got a fountain back there now.
Fountains are, that's a great way to get some birds.
I didn't think that through.
Birds love a bird bath.
Because every time I look out the window, they're dunking their head in there.
They
and
love it.
I'm tapping on the glass. Get out of here. And they're inviting their friends
That's
over.
what you want.
And then the squirrel's over. He's washing himself in the fountain, and he's putting his nuts with my rocks. Stupid a-hole squirrel.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach?
No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak. And I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole.
I'll keep it in the room.
Stop breathing. It used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie.
This is Stupid. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Monday. Welcome in. Hello, Bone.
Hello, man.
It is Yikes Monday. I don't want to oversell this, but I have the most yikesy yikes of all time.
Oh.
Of all time.
Of all time?
Like, you're going to go home, you're going to say, I can't believe what I heard today on Yikes. That is coming up at 4:34. I'm telling you. Yikesy yikes.
Well, I'm excited to find out what this is. I'm not even privy. We tried to get it out of you before the show, and you wouldn't tell us.
I didn't tell you. I will say it involves balls.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
My question was...
That could be sports balls, any kind of balls.
Sports balls. My question was, before the show, is it something that one can get fired on the air if they read it? And you said no, because it's a news story.
It's a news story. I got it from a reputable news source.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the details are unbelievable. But
Right.
it's certainly okay to share.
You didn't get it from, like, jugsandhoneys.com or something like that. You got it from, like, a regular website.
That's correct.
Because, I mean, there's lots of websites that you might call news. They're not news. So I'm just letting you know. Just be careful what you read on. Okay.
This is news.
That's good.
It's all...
Well, I'm excited to find out.
Jason's beef at 5:34, and we can officially introduce today our YouTube page.
Yeah.
Yay! We've been doing the soft launch for a couple weeks where the suit's very excited. We have cameras in here. We decided to actually turn them on. Mm-hmm. Fan TV was a thing a while ago. Well, now Fan TV is back, but it's better than ever.
Because it's not Fan TV.
It's not.
Because we're not anywhere but on YouTube.
That's right.
But we're streaming live all the shows, starting with Morning Juice all the way through Buckeye Show every day, and our specialty shows. They're all on live stream on YouTube. And then you can go watch the archives. So even if you, just like a podcast listener, if you would like to watch us on YouTube, why you would, I mean, again, I don't know. We're not exactly made for TV. We're made for radio.
People love watching it. I mean, we hadn't been advertising it for 2 weeks, but if you subscribe to the YouTube page, then people found it.
Yeah.
And I'm getting pictures. It's so weird to get a picture of yourself while you're doing the show.
Oh, I can't look at it while we're doing the show.
People put them on their big screens. They have huge block parties to celebrate the fact that we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
Maybe not that.
It's a weird thing. I don't like it.
Anyway, go to YouTube and search 971 The Fan, and then you will find the live stream. And hi, I'm waving to you right now. Where's the camera? There you go.
You know what? I'm looking at the chat here on the live stream.
Oh, you can chat on there.
What JR says, if Common Man and T-Bone ever reacted to the live chat, this show would really get off the rails.
Right,
well, there I go. I just reacted to it. There you go.
Well, can I?
Nate says my guy. So thank you, Nate. There.
Is there a way I can look at the chat without looking at the video? Because that's going to freak me out.
No, you'd probably have to look at the video. Or just look at the chat. Don't look at the screen of you. How about that?
You could put like another browser in front of that, so then you can just see the chat.
Pull up another window of all those windows you have over there. I'm sure they're all very clean.
You like opening the windows.
I got to tell you, man.
Open up a window.
Hey, come on.
God, are we ugly?
I know, buddy. There's
not also a camera on Teddy. When Teddy turns the microphone on, you'll see Teddy.
How you doing, Mike?
Teddy? This ain't one of them.
No, it's not.
Just saying.
Yeah.
This ain't one of them. The chat's not coming up.
Xavier just said, what's up, gents? Dustin said, hey, it's Ted. Josh said, please make the chat a part of the show. All right, there you go.
How come I can't get the chat?
It's all part of the show. What do you mean? It's right there on the side.
No, it's blank. Look.
It's on the side.
I got nothing.
Oh, Okay.
It's blank.
I'll come over, old man, during the segment.
Oh, no, it just popped up. It just popped up.
Yeah, it's going, baby. It's happening.
All right, I'm going to read chat stuff. This is going to be the worst thing that ever happened to us.
Oh, dude, it's distracting. I'm looking at it right now.
I'm already distracted. I'm trying to do a radio show, and I'm just reading chats.
Yeah. Man, the chat is going crazy.
All right.
This is like a message board.
I got to turn this off.
I can't. This is like AOL.
I'll keep it up. I'm going to minimize the screen. I will keep it up. If you're curious, if you've never seen us out and about, you've heard us on the radio. You say, I wonder what these idiots look like.
Oh, God.
Well, guess what? Now's your chance. Go on YouTube and watch us.
Now, I see Paige has popped into the chat. I don't know who Paige is. Lulu has popped in the chat. There's a whole bunch of people.
All right, that's enough.
Ted is in there.
Stop.
Doing good, Mike. Nice.
This is what Ted needs, too.
We're all distracted.
We'll go to traffic, and Ted will just be staring at the chat.
Yeah. Look.
Yeah.
All right.
Nicole's in the chat.
Now YouTube's not working for me, so maybe you broke YouTube. Maybe that's just what happened here. I don't know. But anyway, thank you all.
We actually had a lot of people check it out.
Thank you all for checking it out. We appreciate you doing that. If you're there, hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
On YouTube. So then we don't have to keep telling you about it. It's just there. It pops up for you and lets you know that we're live.
See, the suits think this is going to be a big revenue stream for us.
And they're
going to sell it, and they're going to have logos pop up. And if you pop in the chat, they're going to send somebody to your house and question you about how much you listen. I'm serious.
Oh, no.
It's everybody's wet dream upstairs.
I couldn't find Fish today. And I'm like, Fish, what are you doing? He's like, I had a couple meetings. I said, well, where were they? Were they offsite? I didn't see in the building. He goes, oh, yeah. It was at a Rolls-Royce dealership. I was pricing out new models, and I said, "Why? Are you getting
YouTube.
a raise?" He goes, "Oh no, in the YouTube hits, we're just going to all be printing money." And I'm like, I don't think you know how YouTube works, but yeah, that'd be great if it does. I mean, do we get any of that?
No.
Okay. Well, yay.
I mean, we get paid to do this.
I know. I'm just telling you, we have not cultivated like bodies, visages, anything that would be visage, like your look.
Oh.
Your image, your face. I think a visage is your face, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, we've not cultivated anything that is made for being seen. We're built for being heard.
No, I hate it.
I do too.
Everybody in this building knows that I hate the cameras being on.
Yeah.
But that should make your... See, now I don't know what camera I should look at.
Don't look at any camera. Don't look
See,
anywhere.
now I know they're on
look at me. Look at me.
No, I don't want to look at you.
Me.
You're dead in there.
Look at me.
You got dead eyes.
I know. I'm sorry.
Now I'm thinking about it all the time because we had the soft launch a couple weeks ago, and I was watching some film, and it's like, man, I touch my face a lot.
Yeah,
I'm touching my face, and look, I love to pick in here sometimes.
You pick and you scratch.
Crotch scratching. Sometimes things need adjustment, but now I'm always going to be concerned about the cameras checking out my crotch movage.
The camera's not seeing your crotch.
No,
there's giant computer screens in front of us.
If I start moving like this, you'll see.
Well, why are you doing that? Teddy, did you see how
I'm giving the people a show.
He thrust his groin right at the camera for no reason.
He's a thruster.
Yeah.
Teddy.
Yeah.
He's saying one of them.
That's twice in a segment. Yeah. Wow. That's good.
You know what wasn't one of them, Bone?
What's that?
Crew this weekend.
Oh, God.
Crew lose to Cincinnati on Saturday night. What the hell?
Fall down.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
They all fell down. That's what
you're
they
sitting
did.
here on Friday saying 3-goal victory. Crew by 3.
I know, man. I feel like such a fool because here's what in the back. Now, this is every gambler. This is every person who's ever tried to predict anything. If you've ever bet on sports, you know this. In the back of your head, you go, I think it's going to be this. And then in the back of your head, you go, but it could also be this. But it could also be this in my head was Cincinnati is the team that says we've been grinding our cleats ever since we lost in the Eastern Conference Final. And we have not forgotten about it. It's all we've been thinking about. It's the only thing that gets us up in the morning. Matt Miazga, when he's not heading out to January 6 rallies, is over there trying to get the next thing he can on Crew fans. There, just don't worry about it. Okay. He's going yelling at refs and yeah. Anyway, so when all that is done, he's like, I just want to come in and take the Crew off their feet. Lucho Acosta couldn't run in the Eastern Conference Final. He ran on Saturday. He's running everywhere. So then I'm thinking in the back of my head, I guess there's an off chance that happens, but the Crew have had 10 days off. They've not played well in MLS. They want to come out and show it's a rivalry game. You don't need any motivation. I thought the Crew would be at their best, and if they're at their best, no one can stop them. Well, they weren't at their best, buddy. They weren't even close. And I'm not saying I'm not making excuses for them or anything. They had 10 days off. I know they've had a busy schedule. 10 days off, mostly healthy roster, and you go out and, I mean, it was an egg. They laid a complete egg and did not show up. It's not a matter of something else was at work here. They played a terrible game at the wrong time. They got outcoached. They got outplayed. There's no excuses. None.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not giving up on them.
No, I know.
But you know how that can happen, right? Where you just have a game where you're like, we didn't have it today. They did not have it at the worst time. Yeah, unfortunately, it was the home game against.
It's a shame that it was that game where you got a full house. That place is ready to explode at any moment, and then not.
And of course, yes, because that was it. I mean, the atmosphere was great. I saw so many people. All my friends were there. FC Cincinnati were all mad at them. They had a funeral for Gary the Lion, their stupid mascot. It was great. We had everything going before the game. Tifo was awesome. Oh yeah, they had a coffin with a stuffed lion they brought out to the. Yeah, it's a rivalry game. Let's go. Everybody was ready. I'm out there hanging out with Tactics. My guys Chris and Jeff, who all play in the metal band.
Who the hell?
Tactics, the metal band.
We're hanging. We got Tactics. We got a stuffed lion funeral. I don't know what the hell's happening.
It's a party out there. I was drinking Incinerator. You don't even know about Incinerator.
I don't know what that is.
It's the less bougie version of Fireball. Let's put it that way. It's a hell of a drug.
Okay.
/ drink. Anyway, I was all geared up for this, ready to go. And then they played that first half, and I said, uh-oh. Like, we did not look anything like a team that was ready to win that game. We looked like a team that was going to hang on to get a tie. And then they end up losing 2-0.
Yeah, but we've seen this team get off to slow starts, and then in the second half, they pounce.
You're right.
Right? And that's why when I was watching, I wasn't necessarily frustrated because I said to myself, well, Cincinnati's going in probably thinking we played the best half we possibly could.
Yeah.
And still, they're right in this game.
Right.
We know what happened last year in our place when we went in with a lead. And so I said to myself, well, the crew have them right where they want them.
That's fair.
You know what was missing? The second half performance.
Dude, that's
all that was missing.
It was brutal.
Being good in the second half.
And I say they got outcoached. I don't know if they got outcoached. Definitely the players did not execute the game plan. But Wilfried Nancy obviously has earned a lot of credit for everything that he's done, rightfully so. I'm not doubting the guy. On the general, you can look
at him in that game and say he was
plan,
outcoached, though.
In that game, there's two things that were lacking. One was just the players did not seem like they were ready to play, and I don't know why. I'm sure they were. I'm just saying they didn't look like it by the actions on the field. And then you sub off Aiden Morris, who has been dealing with an injury. They probably had him on a set minutes limit to say we don't want him out there for more than this time. But he's one of the guys who's in charge of stopping Lucho Acosta, the reigning MVP of the league. Sub him out, and Lucha Acosta gets an assist and then a goal in like 2 minutes after you sub him out. It didn't look great from the optics standpoint of sub out one of our best midfielders who kind of kept him in check. He goes off the field. Lucha Acosta has his 2 goals. That didn't work out for us.
And I'm reading through the chat now.
Yeah, there's a lot here.
I was born and raised in Columbus, but live in Indiana now. Glad I can listen to the show live now. You could always listen to the show live. We're on the stream.
Yeah. Well, we're
always live.
There's the audio stream.
Now you can see us.
There's the video of us now on YouTube. We still have our podcasts still there. You can always get that. And this little plucky thing called the FM signal. If you live nearby, you can throw it on to 97.
There are so many different ways to consume our ugly asses. I want to talk to you. What was I going to say? I totally lost my train of thought.
Just wait. We'll get back to it.
No, yeah, all right. Let's just sit in silence till I get it.
Well, we have the cameras now, so here.
Sit in silence.
We'll just look at the cameras and smile.
NFL season schedule is going to be released on Wednesday. We know who's going to be playing opening night, though. We'll talk about that. Sucks, that tease. I don't like that tease.
Well, we'll do that and some more of the, hey, we're on TV. Blah. Do that.
All right. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's some stop-and-go traffic causing a couple-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the west side between Central Avenue and 71. And we've got some slower traffic on northbound 71 on the south side between Green Lawn Avenue and 315. This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. eBay Motors is here for the ride with the parts you need at the prices you want. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they're guaranteed to fit your ride the first time, every time, or your money back. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks. Trust the pros at The Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. So don't spend summer scrolling your social feed. Give your friends something to look at. Like a B&B with an ocean view. A horizon from the hilltops. An endless field of wildflowers. Or a sunset that needs no filter. But you'll add one anyway. Make this a summer to share and save with a capable Kia SUV like the Sorento, Sportage, Seltos, or Telluride. Or a powerful sedan like the fun-to-drive Forte. Each backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. See your local Kia dealer or visit kia.com and learn how you can make this a summer you and your loved ones will never forget. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Sale applies to purchase of specially tagged 2024 vehicles only. Quantities are limited. Must take delivery by 7/8/24. Warranties include 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain and 5-year, 60,000-mile basic. Warranties are limited. See retailer for details.
Ready for an amazing deal? BreezeLine's fiber-powered internet, starting at $19.99 per month, offers the reliability you deserve and security you can trust. Whether you're streaming, gaming, or working from home, we've got all your needs covered with speeds up to 1 gig and our 2-year price lock guarantee. This deal gets even better with 2 free months of internet, free equipment, and free Wi-Fi your way to protect against cyber threats. Act now. Terms and conditions apply. Offer expires July 8th, 2024. Learn more at breezeline.com.
Having health insurance is important. So, if you or anyone in your family has Medicaid or CHIP, listen up. Check your mail for a renewal form from your state. Complete the form and mail it back right away so you don't lose your coverage. If you do lose Medicaid or CHIP, visit healthcare.gov to see if you're eligible to enroll in a low-cost, quality health plan. Keep your family covered. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hi, here are some ways to listen to The Fan. You can download the Fan app or listen at home on your smart speaker or open up the iHeartRadio app or hold your head out the window and hear Common Man scream. Happy listening from the dopes at The Fan.
Save big on fuel with M-Perks. Earn points on your Meijer purchases in-store and online. Then use your points to claim a fuel reward and save up to $1 off per gallon of gas at Meijer. Claim your M-Perks fuel rewards on the Meijer app and ID at the pump to save. Plus, earn points for qualifying Meijer Express purchases and look for exclusive Meijer Express offers. Download the Meijer app to sign up or see Meijer.com to learn more. 10 cents to $1 off per gallon based on points earned. Exclusions apply. Not valid in Wisconsin. Max 30 gallons.
Right now during cheap 4x4 season, well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2024 Jeep Compass Limited 4x4 for $379 a month for 42 months with $3,837 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease through Stellantis Financial Services. Extra charge for miles over 35,000. Not all customers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 6/3/2024. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Have you lost Ohio Medicaid? At healthcare.gov, you can find a low-cost, quality health plan.
Do plans cover doctor visits?
What about emergency care?
And prescriptions?
All covered and more. Plus, with the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Need to hire quality candidates fast? You need Indeed. Our video interview tool makes it easy and effortless to meet with candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We're already back in the 60s now. Temperatures continuing to climb. It's going to be a beautiful day here in Columbus. Temperatures back in the 70s by lunchtime with highs this afternoon in the upper 70s. Columbus hitting 79 degrees. Winds will be light out of the southwest with mostly sunny skies. A couple clouds move in this afternoon and thicken up overnight. I'm meteorologist Madison Wright with your Dopplerton forecast on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Murdering brain cells, one show at a time. Back to Man and Bone.
Common Man and T-Bone brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. A reminder, we are live on YouTube now. Just another way for you to consume us. The good news is it's free. I mean, it will cost you your eternal soul.
Right.
But monetarily, it's free. Just go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan. Live stream is there. And we're here. Hi, I'm waving to you. Hi.
Yep.
I'm so distracted.
I'm not waving to you. He's waving. I waved last segment.
You can join the chat that's in there, too.
Yeah, the chat's been popping off, as people are saying.
It is Yikes Monday. I have the most yikesy yikes of all time at 4:34. I don't normally like to hype things up, but this I'm going to hype up.
Okay. All right.
It's conversation worthy. It's water cooler worthy.
Well, that's good. That's what we want is people to be talking about something that I am still worried you're going to get fired over whatever you're about to read. No, I'm not. It sounds like it could be very
it's nothing
graphic or gross.
No, it's gross. Yes.
Okay, gross.
It's gross.
Gross.
We do a lot of gross things.
Yeah. Well, that's fair.
We've done much grosser.
By the way, speaking of gross, I just saw in the YouTube chat, Scottish the Grower says, by the way, went out and tried the mango Doritos and they were poo. Way too much mango.
Too much mango.
All right.
That's what we said.
We talked about it a few weeks ago. We tried them.
It's too one note.
Yeah, I mean, it has a little balance to it. I do think it pairs well with a nice Baja Blast. But again, not everybody's going to be drinking that. You're just eating the chips.
See, I salvaged them. I got a smoky, like Chipotle flavored salsa.
That, yes.
And I used it as a dipping chip.
That's very good.
But if you're just eating out of the bag, unless you love mango,
boy,
too much
they're mango. They are very mango.
That's so mango.
By the way, also, Michael says, is the live stream the Yikes? Could be. Stay tuned.
NFL schedule will be released in full on Wednesday. Opening night will feature the Ravens at the Chiefs on September 5th.
Yeah.
That's Thursday. And I want to say there's a game the next day, too, right? Is that the Brazil game?
There's a Friday game?
Yeah, that's in Brazil with the Eagles and
playing Brazil.
Packers.
No, awesome. Ronaldo.
Eagles, Packers.
And Ronaldo will be out there playing linebacker. I love it.
It's on Peacock, but it's the Friday.
All right, so we got football on Thursday. We got football on Friday. We will have, that's our first big weekend of college football.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That sounds right. I don't remember I have to look at the college football schedule. I don't remember, but I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's lots of good games. That would be, the second or third week of the year?
You know what, Bone? It'll be here before you know it.
That is true.
It's already mid-May.
We all are going to do that thing at some point where we go, man, the football season's a long way away.
No. And summer flies by like that.
We'll be in August and we'll go, oh, is it almost football season? Yes. That's how quick it's going to go. You're going to take a vacation or two. You're going to have kids get out of school or whatever.
Kids
you got
only
going
have
on.
2 more weeks of school.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to go through all that stuff. You're going to be like, wow, isn't this nice? And then you're going to be like, wow, isn't this hot? And then everybody's going to say, I got to stay inside. It's too hot. Too hot. And then football.
That'll be week 2 of the college football season.
Week 2. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's week 0?
Well, so week 0, I guess, would go back to the 24th of August.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That would be, because the Buckeyes open the season August 31st.
Yeah,
any international games this year? I know next year.
Hang on. I'm going to find it.
Who did we say is going to Ireland next year?
There was somebody was going to, it was like Kansas State, Iowa State was playing.
Yeah, something like that.
Somewhere.
Where the Irish people will just kill themselves.
All right. Well, actually, we have that this year.
What is it?
Yeah, August 24th, 2024. Buckle in. We don't have a time yet. Florida State at Georgia Tech. I said at in air quotes. That is at Aviva Stadium in Dublin.
Okay.
So they are playing an ACC matchup as of now. Who knows if it's an ACC matchup by then, depending on what the courts have to say with Florida State. But yeah, that's Georgia Tech, Florida State. That is your, week 1, week 0, whatever matchup you want to call it. That's what's going on August 24th.
Baseball from the weekend. Reds lose a weekend set in San Francisco. They are in Arizona tonight. Teddy? Reds?
In big trouble.
Bad? I know they're playing bad.
Teddy.
There's a difference between playing bad and being bad.
I think they're just playing bad. I don't think they are that bad because the starting pitching's pretty good. They just got to find a way to get some hits, and the guys on the team, they got guys that can do it a little bit more, and they're just not there yet. So I don't know. Can they win the division? I think that might be a stretch, but they're better than they're playing.
All right, Arizona tonight. Guardians lost 3 of 4 to the White Sox. They got the victory yesterday, but that was a bad weekend. They're at the Rangers tonight. They did unveil their City Connect uniforms today.
I saw those. I'm not against them. I think they have a nice little mix of old school, new school.
I like
kind of look.
the old school color scheme.
Yes.
I like that. I just, I'm not a big fan of the big gaudy letters in the front. I know. That's fine. But I'm sure people will buy them. They're not for me. I get it.
What I would say is this. I know up in Cleveland, the CLE, abbreviation, that's become a big thing up there, right? That's one of the abbreviations that seems to work for Cleveland. The people are not ashamed to wear around. So they put that on a jersey. It's a dark navy blue with the white lettering.
The stripes I like. The piping I like.
The piping on the shoulders is great.
That's nice.
I think it gives it a very good retro look to it. There's some details to it that are, an homage to those statue things on the bridge. The Guardians.
The Guardians.
Their name, the Guardians, yeah. So I dig it. I think it's cool. I don't. Again, I think.
Why does the font have to be so big? That's my old man question of the day. Why do they have to make the letters so big?
I'm trying to see how big.
It's huge.
Was it that? I mean, I'm trying to remember how big it was compared to. I know. I guess I've seen them hanging up and they looked, I don't know, kind of normal size to me. But you're right. Seeing it I see Josh Naylor wearing one, and it's large. You're right. They look
like pajamas.
They're big. Yeah, that's a very good call by you. All right, now I'm off them completely.
Oh, stop.
They suck.
Get out of here.
Now, I would actually, again, I'm not a Guardians fan. I would that's a jersey I would wear. If I was anywhere attached to that city or lived up there or anything, I would get that jersey just for Cleveland pride, even if I'm not a big baseball fan.
I like more of an understated look. I like a cursive look too.
I get it.
If there was a nice cursive land on there,
sure.
That's all it said was land.
Okay. Yeah, and that's, you know what? Then you would like the Cavs jerseys that they did this year.
I do like those jerseys.
The land,
I like
cursive,
those.
exactly what they did. So you want the Guardians to rip off the Cavs?
Perhaps Ryan Day didn't exactly like what he saw from one particular position in Spring Bowl. Details coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
We've got some slower traffic causing a couple-minute delay on eastbound 70. On the east side between Livingston Avenue and 33, and you'll also hit a delay if you're on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart. Have you been longing for that new car feeling? Let Z-Bart revitalize your vehicle with industry-leading products and services. With options like professional detailing, Z-Bart undercoating, Rhino lining spray on bed liners, and Z-Bart window tint. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Earn a $200 cash bonus at BMI Federal Credit Union when you open a new free checking account. Visit BMIFCU.org/free for more details.
Guys, let's talk game. Our team has some promising new recruits to watch this fall. But how's your game? Testosterone therapy can help you get back to your best. And there's no better time to start than the spring. I recommend Low T Center. It's where I get my levels checked. At Low T Center, they make it quick and easy. You walk in, take a simple blood test, and you get your results in about 25 minutes. If you often feel tired, notice weight gain and loss of muscle mass, you may have low T levels. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
At Sunny Street Cafe, we scoff at the notion that restaurants should only have one tagline.
'Cause we
have 7.
And here's our number 7.
Sunny Street Cafe. Food that makes your day better. In a place that makes you feel comfortable.
With 8 locations.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here from Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. We save our customers tons of money and frustration by simply inspecting their sewer, water, and drain lines with our high-tech cameras before there's a problem. Check out Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric at carpentercolumbus.com.
Hard Direct Royal Flush Tour 2024. May 15th, Schottenstein Center. A journey through the hits and timeless classics. The iconic band returns with special guest Cheap Trick. Tickets on sale now at heart-music.com. Don't miss 2 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. Heart with Cheap Trick live.
Welcome to the Plus Side, where a AAA Plus membership means that an empty gas tank won't keep you from a full day, and where a dead battery can't stop you from being the life of the party. Because on the Plus Side, roadside mishaps don't have to ruin your day. With AAA Plus, tire changes, battery swaps, and emergency fuel are just a tap away. AAA gets to you faster, and if you need a tow, we'll take you further. Become a member today and experience peace of mind on the Plus Side. Towing is subject to a 7-day waiting period. Terms and conditions apply.
Rise and shine, jabronis.
What a show this morning.
There's only one place where Buckeye legends lay the smackdown. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekday mornings starting at 6.
Give me a juice box,
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Safe Auto Insurance is now Direct Auto Insurance. What's the difference? Basically, the name. Direct Auto offers savings of up to 25% on state minimum coverage, just like you're used to, which means you never have to make trade-offs when it comes to paying for car insurance. So don't even think about carpooling to work with Talkative Ted. It's time to stop compromising and keep driving with Direct Auto. Get a free quote at directauto.com or call 1-877-GO-DIRECT. Savings vary, terms apply. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
It's Kubota Orange Days, your golden opportunity to score a deal that'll make your neighbors green with envy. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And get the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off L3302 tractors.
Stop by Columbus Equipment in Columbus, Dayton, or Toledo to see their full line of Kubota construction equipment, or check them out online at columbusequipment.com. Twin Peaks is your source for some of the top whiskeys on shelves. Celebrate World Whiskey Day with a tried and true favorite, or try something new over a crystal clear ice ball. Allocated whiskeys vary by locations. Visit twinpeaksrestaurant.com. Boating season is finally here, and Buckeye Lake Marina is your go-to destination for all your on-the-water needs. With the largest inventory in Central Ohio, we've got a boat for everyone. So come on down and find your next dream boat at Buckeye Lake Marina. The good life, the lake life, starts at Buckeye Lake Marina.
And now to the chopper for our traffic report.
There's a lot of traffic. It must be headed to Meijer for the Buy 5, Save $5 sale. Shop Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, Breyer's ice cream, and Coca-Cola or Pepsi 24 packs, plus deposit where applicable. All Buy 5, Save $5. Mix or match at Meijer.
Okay.
Deals so good, you've just got to talk about them. Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all the deals in the Meijer app.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The dumb is strong with this show. You're listening to Man and Bone.
Happy Monday. It is Yikes Monday. I have the most yikesy yikes of all time. Be listening at 4:34. Jason's beef at 5:34. I'm doing this face for all the people in the YouTube chat.
What's the face? People like the face.
Oh, you wait till Wednesday.
Oh, I know.
When it's Wild Card Wednesday, I got to do the open of that show. You're going to see faces you've never seen before. You want to know what my O face looks like? You'll see it.
It's not your O face. I've seen a lot of faces you have. That's not your O face. That's your E face.
What did I tease for you? Oh, Ryan Day has a new punter.
Oh.
Where the hell is this story?
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Veneri. Pretty soon there's going to be a venery disease.
Oh, so you went Anthony Veneri. I went wish.com Adam Vinatieri is what I felt like. We just got a different version of that.
Anthony Veneri, who was the starting punter at Buffalo for the past 2 seasons, committed to Ohio State on Saturday as a preferred walk-on. He averaged 43.96 yards per punt for the Bulls in 2023, finishing 30th in the FBS, one spot ahead of former Ohio State punter Jesse Mirko, who transferred to Vanderbilt in January, which, by the way, I totally remembered that.
Oh, yeah, me too. I'm still very worried about it. So now, good to know.
This guy, Anthony Veneri, is from Hamilton, Ontario, brings 2 years of eligibility to Ohio State. So now there is a 3-way competition for the starting punter job. Both these other guys are from Australia and have never punted in a collegiate game. So now this guy has, obviously, because he was at Buffalo the last 2 seasons.
You know what I'm not looking forward to? As much as I was very glad that we were able to move on from the, was it Parker Fleming era?
Yes,
here at
Parker
Ohio State
Fleming
with these
can
special
lose.
teams. That it's good that we've moved on from that, but I would hope that now, I was looking forward to a season where we didn't have to be as nervous about special teams. I would like to believe that's the case with the punters. As long as one of them can just boot it up the field. I don't care if they're the best right now at dropping it within the 5-yard box and all that stuff. If you could just get it out consistently and up the field
out consistently.
Yeah. Well, I just want it to be something that we're not worried about every other one of them getting blocked.
I got it.
So let's go.
The Atlanta Hawks won the NBA draft lottery despite having a 3% chance of doing so.
Yeah, that was a little bit surprising, but that's what a lottery system's supposed to be about.
Here are the biggest lottery shocks of all time. In 93, which was the year the Magic drafted Shaq, right? Was it Shaq or Penny?
93? I think would have been Shaq.
Because they had back-to-back number ones.
I feel like Shaq was 93. Penny would have been 94. I could be wrong.
All right, anyway. Magic in 93 had a 1.52% chance of winning it.
Okay.
And they did. Cavs in 2014, 1.7% chance. Is that Anthony Bennett?
That could have been.
2014?
Yeah, I think you're right.
2008, the Bulls had a 1.7% chance. Who was that in 2008?
Could that have been Derrick Rose? Is that too late for Derrick Rose? I feel like that's too late for him.
2008, number 1 pick.
It is Derrick Rose.
Okay.
There you go.
2011, Cavs did it again. Man, Cleveland gets all the luck. 2.8% chance they won it. And then 2024 Hawks, 3% chance they won it.
Now, you want to know something really crappy on the other side of that? The Pistons, who is our big boss here at the station, Sweet Lou.
I know. He was telling me all about it today.
So if you're not familiar, the Pistons last year had the worst record in the NBA and, of course, would have then had the best odds to win the number 1 pick. They did not. They finished 5th in the pick last year is where they ended up. This year, also worst record in the NBA.
Also 5th.
Best odds, and they got 5th again. That's not rigged. It just feels like it if you're a Pistons fan. You're like, we can't win. And not only can we not win, we're not even getting the 2nd pick. We're getting the 5th pick. That's gross.
Who's going to be number 1 pick in the draft? Do we know?
No. Dude, Teddy and I were looking at this before the show with our guy Cal, and we're all 3 sitting around trying to figure out what is this NBA draft going to look like. I mean, Zach Edey on most boards, that would be the player you'd think, wow, 2-time National Player of the Year, all this stuff. Lurch is 15th on all these draft boards.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. They're not projected as barely a lottery pick, not even a lottery pick on a lot of these boards. The guys that are at the top of the board, there's a 7-footer out of France. There's another guy from France. It's number 2 on the list. I think there's a 3rd guy from France who's in the top 10. So, apparently France is where it's at. Victor Wembanyama's from France. So now the trend is let's go get some big dudes from France and bring them over, I guess. But, yeah, if you watch the NCAA tournament, there's some players there like Dalton Knecht and Klingon from UConn. Some of those guys are in a top 10, top 15-ish, but they're ranked ahead of Edey right now, those two.
Urban says that he thinks NIL has evolved into cheating. Urban was on the Lou Holtz podcast. How does that work? Does Ryan Day fight him if he goes on the Lou Holtz podcast?
Yeah, I guess so. Or I wonder, what is the name of the Lou Holtz podcast?
It's called the Lou Holtz podcast.
Oh, I didn't know if it was called the Salad Bar Spit Guard.
No.
Okay.
The Lou Holtz podcast.
Yeah.
He says, Urban said, I think NIL, and I sat in those committees for many, many years, I think it's great. I think if it's capitalism, for example, if it's a great player like Marvin Harrison Jr. and some car dealership in town wants to hire him, they want to put his name on a billboard and pay him money, sign autographs, he wants to put something on an Instagram ad or they sell that, but that's not what happened. That's not what's happened. What's happened is it's cheating.
Okay. Boy, that is no room for nuance, Urban Meyer right there. Let me just posit that. Well, go ahead. Do you have more that you want to add from what he has to say?
This is all I have, the quotes.
Here's where I'm at. Like, I understand exactly what Urban's saying, right? He is saying if you are a business and you want to hire a guy to be a spokesperson, that should be allowed. If you are a rich donor who has no business necessarily that you need endorsed, but you just want to give a guy $500,000 to entice them as a incoming high school senior, freshman, that is, in Urban's mind, cheating. That is not, as he put it, capitalism. My argument to that would be twofold. One, under what definition are we using there? Because by that same logic, what stops the rich car dealership from also doing that with freshmen? Go look around. They do that, some of them. But also, how do you delineate this guy's worth it, this guy's not? You know, how would a governing board of this, let's say the NCAA had any type of backbone or any type of, power in modern day college sports, if the NCAA were to say, we have to review all these and determine if it's real or not, you're going to tell a freshman, like we just had with Jeremiah Smith, right? We got people here at the station that are like, this guy may win the Heisman as a freshman. I don't think that's likely, but I know the hype is real with this dude. A lot of people are excited about him. If some business said the hype around this guy is worth $1 million a year, we'd love to have him signed on. If Archie Manning, right? Or what's the kid's name? Is it Archie Manning?
Arch Manning.
Yeah, Arch Manning. Right. Archie's the dad, obviously. Arch is the kid. Arch Manning, he had did he not have all the hype in the world coming in?
Yeah.
If someone wanted to give him millions of dollars to come in, we had it with Texas quarterback now, Quinn Ewers here, right? He had endorsement deals coming in that he wanted to cash in on. My whole point here is, what's the board that Urban's proposing that would be able to come in and say, Jeremiah Smith not allowed to earn because he's not done it on the field yet, but Marvin Harrison Jr. was allowed to because he did.
That's the thing. What's the solution here? Urban brought up capitalism. What you have now is capitalism.
This is it.
Okay, there is a marketplace for your services.
Absolutely.
People are taking advantage of that. If you tie how much you can make to what you accomplish on the football field, that no longer is capitalism. Now, it might be the better way to go from a competitive college football standpoint. It may be better for the fans, but Urban, what you're describing is not capitalism.
Just for what it's worth, the NFL is the system Urban's talking about. That is not capitalism. It is capped. It's capped earnings at a certain level. There's a salary cap that everyone has to play under. There are franchise tag rules. There's all kinds of salary rules based on what you
also get drafted in.
It's the amount. Yeah, you're not even told where you can't even decide where you want to go play.
Right.
Go ask Mike Florio about that.
Now, you can earn that right when you get to free agency, but it's hard to do.
I'm not saying that NFL's bad in their salary structure. What I'm saying is Urban is saying we can't have it where it's just arbitrary and guys just make money based on whatever some rich dude wants. Yeah. Okay, that's literally the NFL. That's literally pro sports, what you just described, Urban. So explain to me what you mean by capitalism. I don't know how that solution fits unless you have one league governing it all, and we're never going to have that with the NCAA.
How about some early season peacock coming up next? Colin Mann and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
Watch out for a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of southbound 270 on the east outer belt at 33. We also have a couple-minute delay if you're on eastbound 70 on the east side between Hamilton Road and 270. This report is sponsored by Donato's Pizza. Every piece is important. Donato's is bringing you huge savings on a large pizza. For a limited time, get a large one-topping pizza for just $10.99. Yes, $10.99. When you order online and pick it up, use promo code PICKUP. Limit of 5 pizzas. Pick up your Donato's and save today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
It's our absolute favorite place to go for that live VIP sportsbook experience. 12,000 square feet of sportsbook action. 2 huge walls of TVs, not to mention delicious food and drink. But your experience can be even better if you download the Penn Play app.
Yep, you can get up to $140 in rewards. It's so easy, dummies like us can do it. Got to download the free Penn Play app today and cash in your bonuses. Plus, you never know, and you'll see Man and I lurking around.
I'm lurking. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Atlas Butler is built to keep you comfortable, and our plumbing services are no exception. You can rely on Atlas Butler for trusted, convenient plumbing and drain service. Our expert plumbers and drain specialists can take care of anything, From a broken water heater to a clogged drain. Call today, get it fixed today. That's our pledge to you.
New 2024. Up to 72 months Aria. Up to 36 months Rogue. And 6324.
Reichert Nissan has an announcement to make. 0% financing is now available for up to 72 months. Take a Reichert Nissan Aria home today and pay 0% for 72 months. But that's not all. Reichert Nissan also has 0% financing on Rogue 2. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33 or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com.
Get the right car at Reichert.
We're dealing.
With approved credit. Residency restrictions apply. Offers cannot be combined. Dealer contribution affects consumer cost.
Common Man here for Universal Windows Direct. Spring is here, and it's only going to get hotter from here, folks. Don't cool off the outside this year. Call my guys at Universal Windows Direct. They are the best in the business. Who else backs it up with a true 20-year warranty? Give them a call, 614-502-5220 to schedule your free in-home estimate today. For every 2 windows you buy, the next 2 free. Plus 0% financing for 60 months. That is 5 years. Restrictions apply. Check them out online, uwd.com.
Do you subscribe to the Fan's YouTube channel? Well, why not? Catch our best interview, Stupid Man and Bone videos, and live video of our shows as they happen.
You can participate in your neighborhood watch.
Search 971 The Fan and subscribe today.
We see it every day. A guy comes into the men's clinic and guess what? The pills quit working, or they're sick of the side effects. And you know what else we see? Guys not confident in their relationship. At Columbus Men's Clinic, we're the leaders in bedroom confidence. Understanding if you even need ED or low T treatment should be the first step. And the next should be choosing the treatment or treatment combination to build your confidence. Our urologist and physician group is offering professional, modern treatments with success rates as high as 92% and decades of experience. Our doctors are not going to send you an email with what might work for most people. We are results-driven. Concierge. You don't pay for medication, it's included, but you invest in the time it takes to get you where you want to be. We've built an experience with discretion that takes the worry out of going to the doctor. In fact, we've normalized it for guys all over Columbus. Come see our friendly team in Columbus and find out why we've been #1 in men's health for years. Get a consultation and low T blood work with results on your first visit for $99. Get your confidence back in the bedroom and beyond. Go to columbusmensclinic.com and book your appointment today. columbusmensclinic.com.
When it comes to getting a new roof, are you confident letting just anyone on the roof of your home? I'm Craig Schottenstein, owner of Schottenstein Roofing. Our team is dedicated to delivering outstanding value on every roof we repair or replace. Whether residential or commercial, Schottenstein Roofing meets the needs of every customer. From roof installation and repair to siding and gutters, you name it, we do it. Call Schottenstein Roofing, 614-321-8888 to schedule your free inspection today. Go to schottensteinroofing.com.
Right now during Ram season, well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2024 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 for $479 a month for 42 months with $4,279 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-877-RAM-5722 for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease through Stellantis Financial. Extra charge for miles over 35,000. Not all customers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 6/3/2024.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Sears Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Listen to this show or go to hell. This is Man and Bone.
Bone, I want to talk to you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health.
Okay.
Maybe the noodle is not as al dente as you would like it to be. ED's a real thing. And that stands for erectile dysfunction. If you feel like the noodle is too limp for your liking, I want you to call my friends at Tri-State Men's Health today. Your initial visit's only $99, includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a T and PSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if the test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call them today, 800-900-9654, or visit tristatemenshealth.com. Tell them I sent you, and tell them pee-pee no worky.
Oh, there it is.
And then pretty soon, we're on YouTube now. Here's a little visual aid for you. Pretty soon, you'll be doing this. Yes.
Why would you do that?
Why? Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. If the bosses want to put cameras in here to monetize everything we do, then they're going to have to deal with a little this.
I know.
Once in a while.
I'm just saying, we're going to get a note about that.
Find us on YouTube. You know what they could do? There's a great way to shut these cameras down.
What's that?
shut them down.
That's what they don't want to do. That they want us to like take it seriously and try
That's
to
fine.
be a
I'm
part
just
of
saying
it.
we're on YouTube. Find us. We're live. We're streaming. All the fan shows. If you hate us but you like Morning Juice, they'll be here.
Sure. Yeah, they'll be here for you.
Yes.
I'm excited about the fact that we got these cameras up and working. And for what it's worth, Morning Juice and Bishop and Friends, I'm hearing there is going to be a very special guest on Wednesday.
Oh, I heard that.
I don't know if we're at liberty to say what it is yet, but I will just say on Wednesday.
Made a joke look like a king.
I was going to come in early and play this song for him.
There's an in-studio guest happening.
Do you think you would like this?
That's the only thing the song was missing was the bullwhip, Teddy.
Maybe we can stand outside with a boombox and serenade him.
Yeah, like say anything.
Yeah.
Just right there. Well, we want him to win, not come down the stairs and talk to us.
No, I don't want to talk to him.
No, I don't.
Teddy, where were you with the whip? We were putting this song together.
That's a live remix from DJ Too Hot. Yeah, Panama Ted with the remix.
Hey, the Peacock and NBC, they have released their first 2 weeks of Saturday night action.
Oh, boy.
So we know who's going to be on Saturday night NBC Peacock-a-rooney.
Peacock-a-rooney.
August 31st, it's going to be the defending champs, Michigan hosting Fresno State.
Oh, God.
That's game number 1.
Every bit of that sentence, including Fresno State, made me want to vomit. Just defending champs, Michigan, Fresno
as the
State
song
for
said,
some reason.
You made a joke look like a king.
Well, I know, but now that joke is in the NFL, and we have to hear about it all year.
And then the next week, September 7th, Colorado against Nebraska.
Oh.
They had a wild one last year.
Yeah.
Colorado took it to them.
We'll find out what happens.
Stopped winning.
We'll find out what happens in the revenge match here, because I don't know. Dion, year 2 there doesn't look as promising as year 1.
How long has Matt Rule been there? 2 years? 1 year?
I feel like last year was the first year of
Last
Matt
year was
Rule.
the first year, so this is year 2.
Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. Oh, good. So that's what we have? Those are the matchups?
Yeah, I said the first 2 weeks.
Okay. Excellent.
Who are the Buckeyes playing the first 2 weeks? I don't even know.
Oh.
Teddy, who are they playing?
That's good.
Akron and Western Michigan, I think.
Yeah,
right?
That does sound right, Teddy. I'm going to go with that. The Zips.
Zips.
We get a whole summer of just saying Zips. You know we're going to do
Who's
it.
the big non-conference this year? Is this the year of none?
Well,
yeah, and then you got Marshall after that. So there you go.
Right, but remember we have like Oregon and Washington. I think at least one of
Oregon. Yeah,
Oregon's
that's
on
the big
schedule,
game is at Oregon.
At Oregon, yeah, which is not a non-conference game now, but that's part of what happens when you go to all these teams in the Big Ten. They're cutting back on the amount of non-conference games, saying, look at how tough our conference is. We don't even need good non-conference games. All of our conference games are bangers, even though we know that's not the case.
Well, you know what they could do? Don't play non-conference games.
Yeah, but I know. But they won't do that because
every conference can do that.
Yes, but we've seen what happens. The Big Ten goes, we're going to play 9 non-conference games, and the SEC's like, we're going to play 4. Yeah, that man's so tough. Them 4 games, our kids going to pass out and die. Can't play more than 4 conference games.
What I'm saying is you actually, we always talk about the Big Ten and the SEC. They're negotiating things behind the scenes. They're going to come up with some sort of Pangea super conference at some point.
Well, sure.
All right.
In theory, they should.
Well, there you go. Get together and put together some rules.
But right now, doesn't the SEC still play 8 conference games compared to our 9?
I don't know what they do.
Pretty sure that's right. Because they were like, yeah, do it. You first. We'll join you. Just kidding. We're going to play McNeese State 3 times.
Now, that's Tim May.
Oh, man.
Tim May was carrying Ryan Day's water on Friday, wasn't he?
Tim May got on Paul Feinbaum's show.
Paul Feinbaum!
I got to tell you, Paul Feinbaum treated him like one of the callers. That was...
Hey, man, Paul was not having any nonsense.
No, he wasn't.
Timmy was playing the what-if game. What if they don't lose these 3 games to Michigan? But they did,
They
Timmy.
did.
That's the problem.
I saw a lot of Buckeye fans who were like, yeah, Tim May, you tell him. And I'm
Tell him what?
What is he telling him exactly?
You want to have a conversation about cheaters and counters? We've done all that.
Yes, they cheated. We agree.
That's fine. But you know what? They cheated better because they didn't get caught for it, or at least not punished wildly enough.
Right.
Wildly punished.
Maybe they will at
harshly.
some point. The fact of the matter is they had the parades, they had the trophy celebrations, they've drank all the beer, and now we're all sitting there going, technically you're going to throw it up in a few hours. Yeah. But they drank it. They had the party. They did that. They won. And we lost, and that sucks. And even the year where we finally figured out what was going on there, they still won. All I'm saying is, Buckeye fans, we have nothing to say to anyone outside of Columbus right now. If they, like, again, in that interview, we had a little, if Marvin Harrison Jr. doesn't get knocked out of that, that bowl game, and it's like, yeah, but he did, and they didn't call it, and then the Buckeyes went on to lose. I agree with you. That changes the tone of that game, but we can't all sit here and pretend like, well, if that was different, and that was different, and that was different, and that was different. We had 3 national championships.
You know who plays those games? Losers.
Yeah.
That's who play those games.
I didn't know Ohio State fans thought that was like giving it to the South and telling them what's up, but apparently that's what we all think now around here, and that frightens me because I didn't think we were a bunch of losers around here. I hope we're not.
Someone had to apologize to a horse. And it's not the
vet?
It's not the country vet that tried to mount one of them.
Okay. I didn't think we were going back to that guy today. I didn't want to go to that.
No. Somebody had to apologize to a horse because there was horsey slander, I guess. That's next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
Watch out for an accident on Hague Avenue at Fisher Road causing some delay, and you'll hit a 5-minute slowdown on eastbound 70 on the east side between James Road and 270. This report is sponsored by Custom Air, your independent American Standard custom care dealer. You're not just a homeowner, you're also an air conditioner that only works sometimes owner. You need cooling built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard. Visit customairco.com for your estimate today. I'm Nicole for 97.1. The Fan Traffic.
FC Series presents Premier League giants Manchester City versus Chelsea. Don't miss the chance to see these great teams live at Ohio Stadium. Get your tickets now at fcseries.com.
Skyline now has Coney kits with everything you need to build and serve 24 delicious cheese conies. They're perfect for watch parties, birthdays, or any fun gathering. Call ahead and order your Coney kit today at participating Skyline locations while supplies last.
Hollywood Lights. Set sail with excitement at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Saturday, May 25th, you could be the lucky winner of a 7-day, all-expenses-paid Caribbean cruise for 2. Not a sailor? No problem. Opt for $15,000 in cold hard cash instead. Play your favorite slots and table games throughout May to earn entries. More details at HollywoodColumbus.com. Remember, your adventure awaits at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency, just another way to give your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help you save money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert, and I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. But that's not just a slogan. It's the Care creed, not Creed the band. Yeah! It's the way they live their life and the way they strive to be remembered by you, the customer, at the end of every interaction with Care. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
Big things are happening on the east side.
We're ready to deal. Come negotiate during May's Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda. Lower payments, better financing, more value for any trade. Take up to $3,000 off new Honda CR-Vs, up to $5,000 off pilots. We'll work hard to get you a payment you can afford. Now, during May Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. See lindsayhonda.com for program details.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Spending the money to replace our home's windows is rarely something we get excited about. We usually do it because our energy bills suck or our current windows, well, they're too messed up. But in working with the local Pella Columbus team, my eyes have been opened. New windows can legitimately change the entire look of your home. They've got windows in colors and styles like I've never seen, and they can change everything. So go see my friends at PellaColumbus.com or check them out at their brand new Polaris showroom.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. Cleveland Guardians will try for a second straight win as they begin their series in Arlington, Texas against the Rangers tonight. Meanwhile, the Cincinnati Reds will try and break a 2-game losing streak. Well, they open a series in Phoenix against the Arizona Diamondbacks. NBA playoffs tonight. Cleveland at home with Boston. Cavaliers trail the Celtics in that series 2-1. Oklahoma City is at Dallas, where the Mavericks lead the Thunder 2-1. On the ice, National Hockey League playoffs. Carolina at New York. Rangers lead the Hurricanes 3-1. Dallas at Colorado, where the Stars have a 2-1 advantage. Well, we're all waiting Wednesday's release of the full NFL schedule. It's been learned that the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs will host the Baltimore Ravens in the first regular season game Thursday, September 5th. This update brought to you by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, give Mark Levy a call at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit him online at sleepbettercolumbus.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
No college education, and it shows. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
All right. I've got something for you, okay? Give me a number.
Let's go with 9.
Caller number 9, Joe Burrow.
There you go.
614-821-9710. It's a $50 gift card to Skyline. Now, I have the longest read in the history of the world.
All right.
Attached to this.
I'm excited for it.
I'm going to show it to the YouTube camera so you can see how long this read actually is.
That's a long read right there.
All right, nachos are back at Skyline. I'm going to read it like it's written. Not just any nachos. These are Skyline nachos. Crispy tortilla chips, topped with warm queso blanco. By the way, there is a pronunciation guide for queso blanco. Who doesn't know how to say that?
Queso blanco?
Queso blanco, tortilla. And that amazing Skyline chili and shredded cheddar. You can't get nachos like these anywhere else. They make a great side to share with your Conies and Ways. Conies and Ways.
Yeah.
Order them straight up or try Skyline's deluxe nachos with shredded lettuce, diced tomatoes, diced onions, and sour cream. It's time to up your nacho game. Try Skyline nachos today at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time.
That's nice.
Queso Blanco.
By the way, the YouTube channel, it's live. You can see us on YouTube as we speak. We have a live going every single day right here, 971 The Fan. Just search us on YouTube. You can find it. A lot of people commenting on the video, and I didn't think about this because we have the cameras set up in the producer studio as well. In the last segment, some of you got to see Big Daddy Paul Keels for the first time doing a Sports Center update.
He loves the cameras just as much as we do.
I hear a couple of posts about it. Jimmy JB says, "How have I've just seen a radio god and did not have my face melt off." Yeah, that's true.
You're welcome.
Watts said, "Nice watch, Paul." So they liked his watch.
All right.
Another few people saying, "Hi, Paul." Just I don't know if they're talking to him or Paul Feinbaum at that point, but yeah. Anyway, lots of people loving that Paul Keels is on the YouTube. You can go see it for yourself now. Just search up 971 The Fan on your YouTube and then hit subscribe so you never miss these live videos.
Hey, you know the Kelsey brothers?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
They have a podcast.
I am also familiar.
There's Travis. He dates a pop star.
Taylor something or other.
Queso Blanco is her working name. Queso Blanco.
Sure.
Also, former Major League catcher Henry Blanco.
Okay.
Blanco. So, and then Jason Kelsey is his brother.
Yes.
And he played for the Eagles.
And he just retired.
He just retired, but he hasn't had a ton of job offers. He's not on television a lot.
No, you don't see him really anywhere other than his podcast.
So Jason, Travis have a podcast. Well, now Jason finds himself in trouble because one of the segments on his podcast, or the podcast itself, that episode was called Secretariat is a Fraud.
Okay.
Sure. He says that there's no way you can convince him that Secretariat wasn't on steroids.
See, I don't know enough about horse racing to know anything about if that's true.
Let me tell you
or
something,
whatever.
Bone.
I don't know anything about it.
I don't know anything about it either. And Jimmy Crackcorn.
Right.
I don't care.
I mean, how long ago was Secretariat?
1973.
70s? Yeah. Okay.
He said Secretariat just so happens to be right at the heart of the steroid era, 1973. I don't know if that's the heart
of the. Are we talking the heart of the horse steroid era?
No, just he says every NFL player, every baseball player, they were juicing them to the gills.
Okay.
Again, not necessarily, not in 73, but maybe they started with the horses, then moved on to the people.
I do want to say that now 73 could be the heart of the psychedelics era when it came to baseball. Like
okay.
Guys on LSD, and then, I don't know
if LSD helps you win a horse race, but
did help. Who was it that threw the no-hitter on LSD?
Oh, I forgot. Who was it?
I'm blanking too. I don't know why I brought it up if I can't remember.
All right, thanks, Bone.
Either way.
Anyway, he said, you don't think Secretariat was blanking juice to the rafters? Of course, it's the fastest horse of all time. They didn't drug test Secretariat the way they did Mystic Dan. Nobody talks about it. Secretariat was doping. There's no chance that Secretariat wasn't doping. Okay, look, I don't care. It's a horse from 1973. All right?
Yeah.
I know there are bigger implications here because the horse can't inject himself, right?
Yeah.
The horse isn't sitting there going... and then putting a needle in his hoof or wherever you put it.
Stomp your hoof twice if you want me to shoot you up again, Secretariat. And he's just like...
There were people making the decision for the horse. I get it. It seems like look, you want to have a podcast about Secretariat doping? Who the hell cares? But you know who does care? Kate Tweedy.
Who's Kate Tweedy?
Her mother owned Secretariat.
Oh.
She said her reaction was outrage.
Oh, boy.
Adding that Kelsey, as a national athlete, should avoid spreading claims on his platform without evidence. So now,
oh boy!
So now, Jayson Kelsey has come out and apologized.
Oh my God! Can I tell you?
For the unfair assertion that Secretariat, the horse from 1973, was on steroids?
Can I tell you right now whose side I am not on? It is the heiress to whoever owned the fortune that was able to own a horse like Secretariat, coming out and being like, how dare you defile the name of my family and say that we were doping and how do you know?
Here's a statement.
Were they sitting around the dinner table telling you, like,
here's a
by
statement.
the way, we're about to jam some roids into old Secretariat. You want to come watch, honey?
The fact is, Secretariat was never given performance-enhancing drugs. Indeed, both our mother, Penny Cherny, who managed Secretariat, and our grandfather, Christopher, who bred him, were morally committed to the rule that horses should only be given healthy feed, water, and such medical treatment as is required to maintain health. And then a good small man gets on them and whips them until they run fast. It was a well-known rule among our trainers and handlers. As a pro athlete, Kelsey has a national platform, which places him on the responsibility not to assert facts he has no information about.
No, here's why I'm rolling my eyes. Everything that she said there is like, we're defending the honor of
I had the part about the small man and the whipping.
I know. But, we got to defend Meemaw and Peepaw or whatever what she called him. I don't know. Here's what I'm going to say is I like people in life who can look at something like that and go, maybe we did, maybe we didn't. Who cares? We made all the money and have all the trophies. Like, she probably is right that none of that happened. He probably is doing like we do sometimes, just blurting something out there for a laugh. But the reality is, if you can't laugh at yourself 51 years after this thing happened and say, oh, well, this guy said that, who cares? He doesn't know what he's talking about. Then you're someone I have no desire to ever get to know, whatever her name is, heiress to the Secretariat millions.
Hey, Jayson Kelsey, I know you're starting this media career now, and this is all very new to you. You know what you say? You say, prove it.
Yeah.
Prove that the horse wasn't on steroids.
That's right. Let's go.
Prove it.
Let's have a fight. Let's go. I believe that he was juicing based on all the results. Prove it wrong.
He had a larger heart, Secretariat did, like twice the size of a regular horse heart. That's what Jayson Kelsey was looking at, saying, hey, well, how do you explain this? And then the family says, well, it was just a natural birth defect. Oh, okay. Look, we're arguing about a horse from 1973.
No, but you know what they are arguing about? This is real. They're arguing about the sacred honor of our family's legacy. Your family's legacy is tied to a dumb animal that didn't know what the hell it was doing, running faster than a bunch of other dumb animals that didn't know what the hell they were doing.
I don't want to
trying to avoid a beating.
I don't want to besmirch an entire community.
That's your whole basis of your family's legacy. Let's just say what it is.
But the hardcore horse community. I'm not talking about the people who are weekend warriors and go out and enjoy riding and doing the jumping and all that.
That's not what we're talking about.
Have you ever seen one of those auctions where they're auctioning off the horse goo?
Oh, no.
The sperm?
No, I've never watched one of those. I know
like the stuffiest people in the world get together in this room and they're all bidding. You think it's like for fine art or something like that. Instead, it's horse sperm. Like this one. Look at this fine specimen. And they show pictures and they have doctors come and testify. It's like, I examined this horse's undercarriage. I've never seen anything like this before.
I do declare, Dolores, I don't think I can make your ladies' auxiliary at your church. My church is having one at the same time. Oh, if you'll pardon me for a moment. $5 million for Barbara Splooge. Anyway, Dolores, like I was saying, I just love going to auxiliary. You know it. This is who we're talking about. These sickos are who are getting. I do declare. How do you say that about my family? Shut up, you rich a-holes. No one cares. You're stupid.
I gotta get a tiny
Jason
man.
Kelsey's stupid too, bro. We're all stupid.
They're all dumb.
Admit that we're all dumb, and your dumb is our dumb, and we're all dumb. As you go bid on horse goo.
Goo.
Splooge.
Stop.
It's just a fun. Why me? It's just a fun word.
I know it is a fun word. Bronny James. Speaking of good stud,
I mean,
yes,
your dad's
he
LeBron.
Came from the loins.
Your dad's LeBron. I mean, they say there's a good chance if your dad's a pro athlete or even like a good college athlete, you have a better chance of becoming a good college athlete than not.
Well, too bad Bronny James is not that, but he's been medically cleared to play in the NBA. That's the good news. Okay.
Oh, well, that is good.
Yes. Reports are that he's going to stay in the draft. So he's going to stay there. He averaged 4 points a game last year. He almost died.
Yeah.
But now they looked him, they gave him the once over and said, okay, you're good. No more dying.
I don't know if I could ever trust that. Not that I don't believe in doctors or medicine or anything like that.
Because you're normal.
But what I mean, right.
I wouldn't trust that.
Well, I do acknowledge there are people who like to do, let's say, roller coasters, right? And if you have a heart condition, that is something they sometimes say, hey, if you have a heart condition, you can't go on this ride. I would bet it would suck if you ride roller coasters. I'm trying to take it out of the pro athlete realm because I'll never understand that. But if you have a hobby you really enjoy or something you really like doing, and someone says, you can't do that anymore because of your health, you're probably going to be very thrilled when a doctor comes along that says, actually, I think you can. I think you're okay. I'm not saying that they're not getting the best medical advice for Bronny. I'm sure they are.
I'm sure they are.
But I'm also sure that it's probably if like 3 doctors all said, we don't think you should play, Bronny James or anyone in his shoes might say, are you sure? I'd like to get another opinion before I just cancel my NBA dreams. And I get that. I'm saying I don't blame him or anybody else for also. I don't know if that's the situation. Maybe every doctor that's looked at him is like 100% clear, no problems, we're good. I'm saying for me, I could probably never get past the idea that I collapsed on the floor and had to be whatever they had to do.
They had to bring him back to life. Well, he had cardiac arrest.
DeMar Hamlin.
Yes.
Like saying, I mean, again, I love the story of DeMar Hamlin, but for me personally, if that happened and it was on national TV, if it wasn't on national TV, if it was on a floor or a court somewhere.
If it was on national TV, that matters. If it was that you had a regular cardiac arrest, it wasn't on TV, it's like, who cares? Nobody
If
saw
it wasn't on TV, you might be able to convince yourself it wasn't that bad. But it's like, no, here's the whole, you can go watch the whole thing. You can see how everyone thought you were dead, basically. I'm saying I could have never come back like DeMar Hamlin did. I never could have willed myself to go back out there.
All right, coming up next, I want to talk about one of my favorite guys. His name is Pascal Vincent. Colin Mann and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You should watch out for an accident if you're near the intersection of Riverside Drive and Fishinger Road. We also have a 10-minute slowdown on eastbound 33 between Refugee Road and Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Michael Foods. Michael Foods in West Jefferson, producer of Premier Protein Shakes, is hiring packaging machine operators, maintenance technicians, and quality technicians. Benefits like paid PTO, 401k with 6% match, and more. Apply today at michaelfoods.com/careers. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors, voted by Columbus homeowners as the leading and most trusted window brand. Find out why at PellaColumbus.com or at their brand new Polaris showroom.
Take action with Logan Services. Call now for savings up to $2,700 on a qualifying train system and 0% APR financing for 72 months. It's hard to stop a train with a system for every home and budget. Schedule your installation now and pick one freebie. Installation takes just 1 day. We make home comfort easy, so book your free estimate now. Fast, friendly service, Logan Services.
Some people just know there's a better way to do things, like bundling your home and auto insurance with Allstate, or going to the grocery store for milk instead of buying your own cow. You know there's an easier and better way. Save up to 25% when you bundle home and auto with Allstate.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
There's a little slice of heaven in a mountain town escape. A pace of life that's less hurried, more authentic, where people greet you with a smile, and experiences feel down to earth, yet elevated. From Appalachian art to wineries and craft breweries, live music to a lively spirit. This is West Virginia. We call it Almost Heaven. Plan your getaway now at wvtourism.com.
Big things are happening on the east side.
We're ready to deal. Come negotiate during May's Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda. Lower payments, better financing, more value for any trade. Take up to $3,000 off new Honda CR-Vs, up to $5,000 off pilots. We'll work hard to get you a payment you can afford. Now, during May Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference.
See lindsayhonda.com for program details. Are you hangry for Buckeye baseball? Matt Andrews brings you every Big Ten game on our family of fan networks. 1460 AM, The Fan's HD2, and The Fan app. Your home for Ohio State athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey guys, let's talk game. We watch the games, we talk about the games, but how's your game? Testosterone therapy can help you get back to your best. And there's no better time to get started than this spring. I recommend Low T Center. It's where I get my levels checked. At Low T Center, they'll make it quick and easy. You walk in, take a simple blood test, and get your results in about 25 minutes. So if you often feel tired, noticing weight gain and loss of muscle mass, you may have low T levels. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Bobcat Enterprises is your local family-owned partner for spring landscaping and construction projects. Being a local business since 1975 means giving our community great deals on our full line of Bobcat equipment, including Bobcat compact track loaders, excavators, tractors, mowers, and more. Right now, get financing as low as 0% for 48 months on select equipment. Build local. Stop by Bobcat Enterprises in Hilliard, Reynoldsburg, or Zanesville to find current specials or see our full line of products at bobcatent.com today.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Download Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GIFT for an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. That's promo code GIFT.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Plenty of sunshine on this Monday. Temperatures running around 80 degrees. It's a bit breezy but dry. Overnight, we'll see more clouds starting off mild on Tuesday morning, along with a few showers right around 60 degrees. A few more showers and possible thunderstorms at times on Tuesday, especially in the afternoon. High temperatures in the low 70s. With your Doppler 10 forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Your undisputed leader in talking about nothing. This is Man and Bone.
All right, I was going to read you a story from The Athletic that had all the NHL coaches and where they sat on the coaching hot seat meter. All right?
All right. I have it.
I know you have it, but I'm going to bitch and moan about this for a second.
All right, go ahead.
So we have one login for everybody here at the Fan, and it's under Fish's email address. So I type in Fish's email address.
Yeah.
Click login, and it says, enter the code we send to Fish at 971thefan.com to update your login. I don't have that.
Why would you think it would send it to your email, given we have it signed in under one person's email?
I know, but I know what the password is. Just ask me for the password.
Oh,
I'll give you the password.
That's stupid, yeah.
It's not giving me that option.
It's not?
No.
I mean, I just signed in, and well, that's weird.
Well, great. I'm so glad. So you tell the story then. Pascal Vincent, come on down. You're the next contestant on Get the Hell Out of Here.
Yeah, let's see here. Where are we at? I'm trying to find.
This is why I was logging in.
I'm scrolling. I didn't know you didn't have it till just now. I'm looking for it. He's way down the list. I don't even know.
Yeah, he's on the list of get out.
Yeah, right.
You're about to be fired.
I would think they would have him right at the top. Okay, here we go. Leading the race to number 20 is what it says.
Now this is finished.
It'll be up to whoever takes over as Blue Jackets general manager to decide what happens with Vincent. He doesn't have a ton to lean on other than the fact that hiring a fourth head coach in 13 months would be a brutal look.
Yeah, brutal look. That's what we're concerned with here as Blue Jacket fans. It's been 24 years of toilet.
This is a team that hired a guy to be the head coach last offseason that everyone in the NHL said, I don't know about that idea. And then we did that and then fired that guy before the season started because, rightfully so, he screwed up in a way that is exactly what everyone predicted he would do. So brutal looks are something we're used to around here. Why would you keep throwing money down? If you don't think he's the guy, then why would you bother keeping him around another year just because?
I don't care. I don't care if you think that he is the guy or he could be the guy. He's not. No, he's not the right guy for this situation. He will never work out here. I have heard this thing the last couple weeks from some pockets of Blue Jacket fans saying that they think the new GM is going to come in and it would be unfair to just cast Pascal Vincent aside because he was given a no-win situation last year. So let's give him another year to try and prove himself. No. If we're really going to do this whole thing, we're going to turn this whole franchise upside down. We're going to change culture. I don't want to rehash John Tortorella coming in here and playing GM for the first time. I don't want a new GM to come in and put lip service behind, well, let's see what Pascal Vincent can... No. I want truly a fresh start. And if that means JD has to go, that means after the hire, JD has to go. I want somebody coming in here, day one, turning every rock over, saying this has not worked for 24 years, and I'm going to change every aspect of this organization.
Well,
that's what I want.
To your point, if you say, well, let's just see what Pascal Vincent can do the first year as the new GM, that means you're telling me you're punting for a year.
Yes, we've had enough punting.
On the rebuild, which we already should have been in a rebuild the last couple years, but because Jarmo and whoever else, I'm not going to say it's just him, but certainly Jarmo Kekalainen could not ever bring himself to fully acknowledge that a rebuild needed to happen around here. Instead, they wanted to sell tickets and tell you, oh, we got a shot. If this little bounce happens here or there, we could be in the playoffs. No, they're a bad team. So what I would like to see is the new GM come in and say, this is going to be a rebuild. And what I am going to do is hire the best coach to help us develop young talent into winners, not scare young talent into hustling more and being plucky. No, I want the young talent to become greats. I want Adam Fantilli to become an all-timer for this franchise and hopefully more. I would like to see some of the other young guys that you've drafted with these high draft picks turn into something other than someone else's third liner on a really good team. I'd like to see our guys develop here, and then the ones you bring in over the next couple of years as you're rebuilding, some of those guys in the pipeline, they come up and they flourish too. If you punt for a year with Pascal Vincent, or if you say, well, let's get a development coach for a couple years to get these guys learning how to play. No, I want you and the new coach to build a system and a culture that starts from day one. And then if it takes 3 or 4 years to build it back to playoff level, great, that's fine. But I'm saying I want you guys to jettison anyone you think is not working out here, anyone that you think does not fit the plan. And if that at some point includes Johnny Gaudreau, not that anybody wants his contract right now.
Nobody's going to take him.
No, but if at some point you have to take pennies on the dollar to get rid of him because you say it just doesn't work here and we don't need a guy like that, great, do that. I'm open to all that, but do not start off with, well, Pascal Vincent deserves a chance to. No, prove himself for what? Go prove yourself somewhere else. We got something to build here.
All right, I got a couple stories here that revolve around broadcasting. So Major League Baseball has announced that Roku has agreed to an exclusive multi-year media rights deal to broadcast live Sunday morning games under the Sunday leadoff package. The slate of games will begin this Sunday, May 19th, on the Roku channel, with a matchup between the bad Cardinals and the Boston Red Sox. All these games will start at 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time or earlier. Earlier, sometimes 11:30.
Oh,
depending on
some super early games.
Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. How many people are watching our live stream on YouTube right now?
I don't know, a couple hundred people, maybe 300 people.
I'm looking at 259.
All right,
right now on YouTube. You can see us. You can add to that number. We will have more live to YouTube streamers, I think, than the Roku channel has viewers
for that game.
For this baseball page,
most of them,
for most of them. No one's going to be watching this crap.
Yeah.
The other thing I saw is that TNT, they've got a new package with NASCAR. I guess people love in-season tournaments.
Yeah,
because they're going to do a NASCAR in-season tournament as part of this new deal, starting in 2025.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of all these other leagues trying to copy. Like it works to a degree over in Europe for soccer because they've had this for 100 years. It's multiple tournaments being run at the same time.
This is how the game is played.
But like the NBA, when they did theirs, now I can't deny people watched the in-season tournament a little bit. It generated some intrigue. All those things are true. But the reality is it has no bearing on what's actually going on in the playoffs. The teams, it doesn't largely tell you anything about how these teams are. It was just a complete made-for-TV product. And I feel like the in-season tournament for NASCAR is a little thing called every race. Because every race you have, unlike in basketball or football or baseball or hockey, you have all the teams in the league competing against each other every single week. So what would an in-season tournament prove to me? Nothing. Like if I want to find out who the best drivers are, who the best race teams are, then I watch those races and every week we find out.
You're right.
That's the in-season tournament. And then they have a playoffs, which is weird, but they've done this for years. I've gotten used to it. But you don't need that. You literally have everybody competing on the same track every single week.
That's why I've always thought that tennis and golf in the Olympics is stupid.
Yeah.
Because every single tennis and golf event is an international tournament.
You just can't physically play 40 soccer teams or baseball teams or hockey teams against each other in a given day. They have to play 2 at a time, so that's why you have these long seasons. Sports like golf, NASCAR, tennis, you get every competitor out there every single time. I don't need in-season tournament.
Yikes is next, including one of my yikes is going to be the most yikesiest yikes of all time. You'll be telling your family about it later in disgust. That's coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's a 15-minute slowdown due to an accident blocking 2 lanes on westbound 670 at 71. And we also have stop-and-go traffic on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 east and west split. This report is sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. Some people just know there's a better way to do things, like bundling your home and auto insurance with Allstate. Why make things harder than they need to be? There's a better way to save time and money. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
FC Series presents Premier League giants Manchester City versus Chelsea. Don't miss the chance to see these great teams live at Ohio Stadium. Get your tickets now at fcseries.com.
Have you heard? Skyline now has nachos with a layer of queso blanco under that amazing Skyline chili and cheese. Try them straight up or get the deluxe nachos with lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and sour cream at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
If you're about to get engaged or ready to walk down the aisle, your true love deserves a true jeweler, the Diamond Seller. As a true jeweler, we not only have designer collections to meet your bridal needs, but we also have talented in-house designers who can create something truly one of a kind. Visit the Diamond Seller today.
This offer is only available at Reichert Ford. 0% financing for 72 months on every 2023 Ford F-150 in stock. Take advantage of Reichert's rate before it's too late. Lock in your 0% rate and take a new truck home today. Thousands of vehicles are waiting at ReichertFord.com.
See dealer for details. N6324.
Exclusively at Reichert Ford. 0% for 72 months is now available on every new 23 F-150 in stock. Hundreds of trucks at ReichertFord.com. We're dealing.
Get the right car at Reichert.
We're dealing.
When life is on hold due to a painful injury or condition, every day counts. Start the path to recovery now with Central Ohio's most trusted team of orthopedic experts. Start with orthopedic1.com.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand, listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
Don't miss your opportunity to experience the power and quality of Kubota firsthand at CEC Turf and Tractor Kubota Orange Days sales event on Friday, May 17th. This is your opportunity to demo tractors, plus take a look at zero-turn mowers, utility vehicles, and more. Ask about their competitive financing offers and get a coupon up to $500 off Kubota equipment. Join CEC Turf and Tractor Kubota Orange Days sales event, noon to 6 p.m. on Friday, May 17th to experience it for yourself. For more information, visit cecturfandtractor.com.
Ohio, ready for some quick mental health facts? Let's go. Nearly 2 million Ohioans live with a mental health condition. In the U.S., more than 50% of people will be diagnosed with a mental illness in their lifetime. Depression is a leading cause of disability worldwide. So why are some of us still stigmatizing people living with a mental health condition when we know all of this? Let's listen to the facts and beat the stigma. Ohio, challenge what you know about mental health at beatthestigma.org.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for over 30,000 mouth-watering choices with savings beyond low prices, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. More savings and more inspiring flavors make Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Right now, you can save big on half gallons of Kroger brand milk. Select varieties are just $1.29 with your card and digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
DraftKings Sports and Social is now open in Columbus Short North. Get ready for the ultimate experience where sports and the party collide into an atmosphere unlike any other. Visit sportsandsocial.com/Columbus and follow us on social for details. DraftKings Sports and Social. Drink, eat, be social.
If your garage door is embarrassed because all the other garage doors are laughing at the awful noises he makes going up or down, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, we fix crappy garage doors, straightforward and honest. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Back when I was banging, this show slapped. Whatever the hell that means. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
Please subscribe to the podcast. It is available wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click. subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge, and it's the only place now to get the weekend show. The podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. Bone, it's time for some yikes.
Let's do it.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Former A's slugger Chris Davis has retired from baseball. He says he'd eventually like to return as a coach. He is notable for a few things. In 2015, he hit .247. In 2016, he hit .247. In 2017, he hit .247. In 2018, he hit .247. Yikes. How do we not make a bigger deal out of this? This has to be the statistical equivalent of winning the lottery multiple times. But I said Chris Davis retired from baseball, but he's taken up a new career. He recently graduated from the Arizona Automotive Institute with an eye towards being a mechanic. Yikes. He says he just wanted to do something. So if you take in your car and you see a man worth $60 million tinkering with it, chances are he hit .247. Yikes.
I mean, one would hope that's just for like personal use as opposed to he's going to be at your local Ford dealership.
I don't know. He says he wants to get up and do something every day.
Well, he can. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. That's pretty crazy. So shocking scenes of heavy rain were seen leaking into Old Trafford, which is where Manchester United plays their soccer. And this was not just on the roof. They have a roof to cover the stands there in England because that's how soccer stadiums are built over there. Problem is when those roofs leak, and that was happening in Manchester United's defeat to Arsenal. The Arsenal, Ted's team, won 1-0 to further their chances to try to win a Premier League title. However, Man United waterfall was trending on social media sites as the downpour caused multiple streams of water to land on fans at the end of the game and for a few hours after. Now, Manchester United, bad in this game. Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, him too, Harry Maguire, Mason Mount, all out with injuries. But the fans were more concerned about the rain. The club said almost 2 inches of rain came down during the game, which is more than half what had fallen already in the month of May on Old Trafford. That is not good. Yikes.
All right, the Pirates, they beat the Cubs on Saturday 10-9, but they were up 6-1 in the 5th inning when they suddenly forgot how to throw strikes. The Cubs drew 6 bases-loaded walks in the 5th inning. Yikes. That was the most by a Major League team in a single inning in 65 years. The last team to draw that many bases-loaded walks was the 1959 White Sox. They had 8 in one inning. Yikes. The Pirates, they ended up throwing 55 pitches in the inning, and only 20 were strikes. Yikes.
You know what happened to that 59 team, Teddy?
What happened?
Went to the World Series.
They went to the World Series?
The World Series. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I'm saying, yeah.
What happened when they got there?
Bad. A woman was found living in the rooftop sign of a Family Fare grocery store in Michigan and had been there for about a year. Yikes. The woman had flooring, a computer, a desk, a printer, a Keurig, and a pantry of food in the space, which was 10 to 15 feet long, 5 feet wide, and approximately 8 feet tall at its highest point. They went up to do maintenance on the sign, and they found her living in the sign. She was told, "You must go now," and she did without incident. Also, they have no idea how she's been getting up there because no one ever saw her climbing up to this sign. So, yikes.
The Timberwolves beat the Nuggets in the first 2 games of their NBA playoff series. So you probably thought, well, they'll be in good shape heading back to Minnesota. They had their game on Friday. They must have thought so, too. They lost by 30 on Friday night, then lost again last night. So now the series is tied up to a piece heading back to Denver. Consider this, the Timberwolves in last night's game, they shot 48% from the floor, pretty good. They shot 40% from three-point land, also pretty good. As a team, that's really good. They won the turnover battle, and they out-rebounded the Nuggets 42-31, but they still lost because the Nuggets shot 57% from the field, 44% from three-point land, and controlled the game pretty much from the start. Minnesota was not playing much defense last night. They've dropped their 2-0 lead, and now they head back to Denver without any of that valuable momentum. Yikes.
All right, Cardinals DH Matt Carpenter, he had a very weird at-bat against Milwaukee yesterday. As he was swinging at a pitch, his bat broke. before he even made contact with the pitch. Yikes. The bat can be seen separating from the piece in his hand mid-swing. Yikes. The barrel of the bat actually makes contact with the ball, causing it to hit off the mitt of the catcher. By the way Carpenter reacted, it's clear to see that he was a bit mystified by what had happened. Yikes.
That bat was clearly broken. He didn't break it with his hands.
He wasn't sure. So.
Get out of here.
He's very strong.
Look, he may have strong hands. God gave him strong hands, big hands and a strong grip. Is that right?
Yeah. That's what he had, yeah.
But he didn't break that in his hands. All right, now listen to me. Pull over on the side of the road. This is going to be the most yikesy yikes in the history of yikes. I'm going to read this slowly.
It's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing.
So you can soak it all in. You ready?
Yeah.
The alleged ringleader of a castration club.
Oh. Not only am I the president, I'm also a client.
The ringleader of a castration club is set to spend the next 22 years in prison. He was reportedly the head of a body modification club where people would have their body parts willingly amputated, and he would live stream the castrations on a subscriber-only website.
Oh my God.
Yikes.
Oh my.
Marius Gustafsson, 46, is the man behind the British-based castration club and earned close to $250,000 through his Eunuch Maker website. Wait.
What is this name? Eunuch Maker?
Eunuch Maker. That is the name of the site. Gustafsson himself has had amputations. He willingly had his leg, penis, and part of his nipple removed by the group because he wanted to, quote, look like a Ken doll down there.
No, he
end
did not.
quote.
No,
yes,
he did not.
It's in here.
He said
That's
that.
you.
That's you.
I know.
This is you. Is this you?
No, it's not me. I wouldn't actually do it. This guy did it.
Oh.
I'm not done.
Okay.
He now uses a wheelchair because of the amputations.
Yeah.
Also, this is a little throw-in line. Also, he would keep the amputated body parts for consumption. It's even been alleged that he cooked up some testicles for lunch and placed them artfully on a salad platter. Yikes!
I'm gonna pass out.
I've always thought this to be true. If you can think something,
it's real.
It has been done.
Someone else is doing it.
I can't even think that stuff.
I know that you thought I was overselling that. Was that not the yikesiest yikes of all time?
So his PP, no worky.
No, chopped offy.
No existing.
PP, no there.
No existing.
Vanishing.
Gone.
Like he's a Ken doll.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
He ate it.
Was he able to like smooth it down?
You know what? I should really look for more details.
Did he get in there with the meat slicer?
I'll tell you what. He's
Or
going
like
to go
a
to prison for
grinder?
22 years. I assume he's going to be very popular.
Oh, my
Very
God.
popular in prison. So you're telling me there's a dude with no dong in there? I guess we'll give him a visit.
All right. I don't know how to transition, but we have more yikes to do. In the most awkward transition that's ever happened on this radio station, I will read the following sentence. Avril Lavigne has a greatest hits album coming out soon.
Yes.
Not a yikes. Not a yikes.
I like it.
No, I like it too. Comprised of 20 songs, the LP will span the entirety of her music career. This includes fan favorites, including the 3 times platinum certified Complicated and 2 times platinum certified Skater Boy. Both songs taken from her chart-topping album, Let Go, which came out in 2002.
Yes!
I would just like
It's
to let you
22 years
know
old.
that Skater Boy, the song, is old enough to drink, and I will be drinking now heavily as well because I realized how old I am. Yikes. Anyway, the album is out in June. We should all listen to it. It's perfect for summer. I'm old. Yikes.
All right. Very quickly, actor Steve Buscemi, he's okay after he was punched in the face by a man on a New York City street. Yikes. He had to go to the hospital. He had some bruising and swelling in his left eye. It happened in Midtown Manhattan, and apparently it was just another victim of a random act of violence. Police, they have not arrested anyone yet, but the investigation is continuing. Yikes.
I got to tell you, New York sounds fun.
Did that man happen to have one leg, no dong, and half a nip? Because if so, I got a prime suspect. May already be in custody, just so you know.
I'm excited to go to eunuchmaker.com.
Again, bad that exists. Worse,
I look
that
at a
it
lot
had
of
an audience.
I look
there
at a
was
lot
an
of
audience
tunics,
of people.
but not the eunuch maker.
Tunics are fine. Eunuchs,
Tunic maker, different website.
I got to yell about something else coming up next because it drives me crazy. All right, so I'm going to scream some more. If that's
because you've never done that before.
From that, then stay tuned. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's a couple of minutes slowdown on eastbound 270 on the north outer belt between 315 and 71. And be aware of an accident on the left shoulder of westbound 70 on the east side at the 71 East Split. This report is sponsored by Michael Foods. Michael Foods in West Jefferson, producer of Premier Protein Shakes, is hiring packaging machine operators, maintenance technicians, and quality technicians. Benefits like paid PTO, 401k with 6% match, and more. Apply today at michaelfoods.com/careers. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Glow Fiber. Glow Fiber Business is now in Ohio. With prepackaged and customized fully fiber optic business internet solutions, call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com today.
Ever fight the good fight? That's pretty much my go-to move. I always want to come through for the people that count on us, to stand up for what's right, and I'll never stop fighting that fight. But when it comes to word games, I pick my battles. Take tune-ups. In Columbus, tune-up now seems to mean cursory inspection instead of deep cleaning and maintenance. And as much as I'd love to set the record straight, that ship has sailed. So for now on, my Eco AC technicians won't call them tune-ups. They'll Ecofy, Servicefy, and Restorify your AC.
Restorify? Son, I don't think your cornbread's done in the middle.
Look, if people want to call a drive-by inspection and sales pitch a tune-up, I don't want to fight them on the label. Whether you want to call it an eco-ification or not. The important part is we'll get your system fully cleaned, greened, and recalibrated to factory spec condition. Want a con job mislabeled as a tune-up? Call someone else. Want to Ecofy your AC back to perfect working order for only $89? Call
GetEco.com.
I'm Charlie P., and I lost 50 pounds on Awaken 180 weight loss. Two of my doctors, my general practitioner and my gastroenterologist, both sat me down and had a real heart-to-heart with me that I was not headed in the right direction and said that I need to lose weight. So that's why I thought, now it's time to talk to Awaken 180 because they're going to be the people that are going to be able to help me. And ultimately, my doctor was able to eliminate my diabetic medicine. So I'm off my diabetic medicine and I'm on such a small dosage of my blood pressure medicine that probably the next time I see him, I'll be able to remove that completely as well.
Thanks, Charlie. Hey, it's Chaps. Whether your goal is to eliminate medications, improve your health, mobility, or confidence, do what we all did and choose the solution for weight loss, Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Reserve your at-home consultation today at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. That's awaken180weightloss.com or 844-346-1800.
The Fan is your home for NBA playoff action. Catch every game of the conference finals and NBA finals on The Fan and ESPN Columbus. How does one listen to such magical things? On the Fan app, silly. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. Do it.
We see it every day. A guy comes into the men's clinic and guess what? The pills quit working, or they're sick of the side effects. And you know what else we see? Guys not confident in their relationship. At Columbus Men's Clinic, we're the leaders in bedroom confidence. Understanding if you even need ED or low T treatment should be the first step. And the next should be choosing the treatment or treatment combination to build your confidence. Our urologist and physician group is offering professional, modern treatments with success rates as high as 92% and decades of experience. Our doctors are not going to send you an email with what might work for most people. We are results-driven. Concierge. You don't pay for medication, it's included, but you invest in the time it takes to get you where you want to be. We've built an experience with discretion that takes the worry out of going to the doctor. In fact, we've normalized it for guys all over Columbus. Come see our friendly team in Columbus and find out why we've been #1 in men's health for years. Get a consultation and low T blood work with results on your first visit for $99. Get your confidence back in the bedroom and beyond. Go to columbusmensclinic.com and book your appointment today. columbusmensclinic.com.
I'm Kelly Burris, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. For over 3 decades, Cordell & Cordell has been on the front lines of family law. Divorce is more than just a legal process. It's a life-changing event that can impact your future, finances, and your relationship with your children. You've worked hard to build a life you're proud of, and you deserve a legal partner who will work just as hard to protect it.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And now, through June 30th, get zero down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off BX23S tractors. See the details at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Stop by Bain Welker Equipment in Circleville for a test drive and see their full line of Kubota products. Or visit online at bain-welkerkubota.com.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Best known for their contributions to the fast food breakfast world. This is Man and Bone.
Jason's Beef is coming up at 5:34. Our guy Jason Stark, who is going to Italy tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So he's packing, but he'll be talking to us.
That's very nice of him. You know who else could afford to take a nice vacation if you'd like to?
Who's that, Bone?
That would be one Jared Goff. I just saw this from Adam Schefter. Not fake. This is all real. Deal done in Detroit. The Lions are signing Jared Goff to a 4-year extension.
Okay.
It is a 4-year, $212 million contract, including $170 million guaranteed. Goff becomes the second highest paid player in the NFL in average annual value per year basis. Well, I should say this. Second highest paid quarterback per year basis. Could be that maybe I'm blanking on some guys who are getting $50 million as defensive ends, or corners or wideouts or whatever.
No one's getting $50 million.
I don't think so.
Unless you're a quarterback.
Right. So Burrow's getting $55 million a year. Jared Goff is now getting $53 million per. And if you're saying, you said Jared Goff, you mean something else. No, I don't. I said Jared Goff. Justin Herbert's getting $52.5 million.
All right.
Lamar Jackson's getting $52 million. Again, that's a former MVP of the league. And Jalen Hurts getting $51 million. Also, none of those guys named Pat Mahomes, but I get it. He signed a huge deal a couple years ago before this market got to this
what's he
level.
Slumming at $40 million?
Right. Yeah, I saw him courtside at the Mavs Thunder game last night. I'm sure he didn't have to pay for those tickets, but if he had to, it's no sweat. He's fine.
What's Dak getting? Did you see his new deal at all?
I did not.
No.
Doesn't have one done yet, Teddy? That's
they're just playing that out.
Yeah, they're just playing it out, right? Jerry Jones is very committed to winning, very committed
Somebody's
to
going to pay him a lot of money.
Dude.
It may not be the Cowboys, but somebody's going to give him a lot of money.
All right, well, look. No, go ahead. Give me your thoughts on that.
Look, do I think Jared Goff is the guy I thought he was when he got traded away from L.A.? No. I think he's he has proven to me to be much better than I anticipated. I thought he was going to go to the Lions, have a couple more years, and then eventually they draft someone or move on from him, and he would be just a kind of roving backup / starter for half a year till a team gets their rookie quarterback ready or whatever. I didn't think he would have the success that he has had. He has had success in Detroit. Do I think he's the second highest quarterback in the league type of money guy? That would I pay him that? No. But again, I'm not an NFL GM. I don't.
What was his contract before this?
Oh, you know what? That's a good question.
Well, I mean, that's the big question. Obviously, he was under contract for this season, but was this the last year of his deal?
I'm guessing so.
While you mull that over, I'm going to scream about something, please.
Okay, yes.
So the Oilers and Canucks were playing last night. TNT was broadcasting it. The Oilers changed goalies for the start of the third period. As you do, because the Canucks are beating your ass for the most part.
Sure.
The announcer team didn't mention it because they didn't know it because they're working remotely.
Oh, my God.
What the hell is going on? Look, I know this is not a new thing. I know TNT and Turner, they've been doing this for Canadian games. You have the NHL package. It is the playoffs. Look, regular season, this would not be acceptable. We are no longer in pandemic time. This is just Turner being cheap-ass bastards and not sending announcers to a hockey game. What are we doing? And why does the NHL allow this? This should be the cost of doing business. If you're going to broadcast our games, then you have to have the courtesy to send 2 live people to the game to call said game.
I am 100% with you on that.
What are we doing?
No, I mean, like, we can have a real conversation about the place that hockey has from a rating standpoint compared to all the other, North American Big Four sports. Obviously, it doesn't generate the revenue.
It has nothing to do with it.
It doesn't generate the viewership that any of these other leagues do. I get that. But I also think that if you're going to commit to doing, like you said, playoff games, Major League Soccer, if you're going to commit to doing playoff games for Major League Soccer, if you're Apple TV or Fox or whoever, you should be sending the people who call those games to those locations to call those games. I don't think that's ridiculous to say. Do you? I mean, it's. I
think it's ridiculous you have remote broadcasts.
Right. You should be sending the people who call the game to the stadium with a sideline person, whatever you want to call that, an on-ice person that is down there able to talk to both coaches.
They have an on-ice person. That's the dumb thing.
Well,
is that they're sending an on-ice reporter and they're sending a producer, but they're not sending the two guys in the booth.
Well, that is
why?
Yes, that's a failure by that team as well for not picking that up while you're there. But still, have everyone there. You probably have more that they should send more than 4 people to cover a game.
It's embarrassing. NHL shouldn't stand for it.
No, I don't. But again, you know what? What is the NHL? Is the NHL like the league itself, or is it just a coalition of a bunch of dudes who say, we don't want to do that either? The owners who say, we don't really have to foot the bill for that if we don't have to. Let's make that the standard now.
Come on now. As much as I like to get on owners, what are we talking about here?
I'm with you, man, but if they don't all stand up and say this is egregious and how dare you, then they should be calling out the whoever it is that makes these decisions.
Like the Blue Jays.
That makes us look cheap. That makes us look terrible.
Owned by Rogers.
Yeah.
They're Canada's team, owned by billionaires. They didn't send anybody on the road to do radio games last season. In the playoffs, they were shamed into doing it.
Yes.
Shamed into doing it because people got wind that they weren't doing it.
Right, of course.
And said, what the hell are we doing here? And that's a local radio broadcast. This is a national television network not sending people.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
I don't get it. By the way, Jared Goff, previous contract, he was making a measly 4-year, $134 million.
He's a bum.
Now
he's a bum.
Now he's got a new 4-year deal that's worth over $200 million.
God bless.
Okay.
Fat Boy Food Tap coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You should watch out for an accident on southbound 270's off-ramp to Tuttle Crossing Boulevard. That's on the west outer belt. We have a 5-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side between James Road and 270, and another 5-minute slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Safe Auto Insurance is now Direct Auto Insurance. New name, same flexible payments. Go to directauto.com for a free quote. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
At Sunny Street Cafe, we scoff at the notion that restaurants should only have one tagline.
'Cause instead,
we got 7.
And here's our number 1.
Sunny Street Cafe, a bright spot for breakfast and lunch.
Now with 8 locations.
Guys, let's talk game. Our team has some promising new recruits to watch this fall. But how's your game? Testosterone therapy can help you get back to your best. And there's no better time to start than the spring. I recommend Low T Center. It's where I get my levels checked. At Low T Center, they make it quick and easy. You walk in, take a simple blood test, and you get your results in about 25 minutes. If you often feel tired, notice weight gain and loss of muscle mass, you may have low T levels. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Hey, it's Anthony from my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. You know what Rich is up to? He's got Memorial Day sales going all month long. Interest rates starting as low as 1.90% on the 2024s. The Civic LX sedan, the Accord LX sedan, and CRV LX two-wheel drives. And he's going to throw you an extra $1,000 for your trade. He wants to give you the best deal in town, and you will not be disappointed. Germain Honda of Dublin is my Honda dealer in Central Ohio, and hopefully yours on Sawmill Parkway just south of 270.
The standing room only, with all eyes on the 18th green.
There was some speed to this.
The sudden roars.
Gauged it just right.
That Sunday celebration.
From Oslo to Ohio, Victor Hovland is the champion.
It's better live. Join us at the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday, June 3rd through 9th. Visit memorialtickets.com today.
The Sign and Drive Green Tag event continues, offering 0% for 84 months with no money down on a John Deere compact utility tractor with loader. Limited time offer. Visit your local Ag Pro today. Offer ends May 31st, 2024. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Have you just been flirting with high-rate savings? If so, now is the time to commit to a steady savings relationship with Kemba Financial Credit Union, your partner in helping you save for what matters most. Earn up to 4.75% APY until September 30th, 2024 with an intro rate money market account. Visit Kemba.org for details. APY equals annual percentage yield. Restrictions apply. $5,000 minimum and $1 million maximum deposit. Advantage status required. Federally insured by NCUA. Offer expires May 31st, 2024.
If your garage door is so old that somehow it was there before your house was, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
We go to war for you. I'm attorney Robert Schurter. After an accident, do you feel like when you have the answers, the insurance company changes the questions? Let us go to war for you and chop them down to size. Don't let them play games. Call us, 877-WAR-FOR-YOU.
WarForYou.com. Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. Cleveland Cavaliers at home trying to draw even in their playoff series with the Boston Celtics. Cavs trail 2-1. Also tonight, Oklahoma City at Dallas where the Mavericks lead 2-1. On the ice in the NHL playoffs, Dallas at Colorado tonight, Stars at 2-1 advantage. And it's Carolina and New York where the Rangers have a commanding 3-1 lead. Baseball, Cleveland Guardians at Arlington to meet the Texas Rangers. Cincinnati Reds on the road facing the Arizona Diamondbacks. As you heard the guys talking about, Detroit Lions signing quarterback Jared Goff to a 4-year, $212 million contract extension. Tampa Bay has given safety Antoine Winfield Jr. a 4-year deal worth over $84 million. This update brought to you by the Waterworks. Trust the pros at the Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
We tried unplugging and then plugging them back in. It didn't help. This is Man and Bone.
Hey, we're on YouTube now. We're live. So if just listening to us is not good enough for you, you want to interact with us physically, now you can. Just go to youtube.com, search 97.1 The Fan, click on the live stream, and we're there. Hi. I'm waving to you.
Yeah. We have had a lot of people already checking in on the chat, which we are keeping an eye on. We appreciate that. A lot of people seem to enjoy your Yikes, where you talked about
I'm telling you, man. It was the greatest one of all time.
If you missed it, I mean, I'll just tell you that it involves the words castration club.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'll tell you. But you can go listen to the podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Man and Bone. It's right there for you for free. You can find us on YouTube. Just search 97.1 The Fan, Common Man and T-Bone. You'll find us. And hit subscribe, and then you'll get all the YouTube videos we put out there. But all of our live streams, they're archived right after the show, and then you can go back and watch them.
Here's some good news for the Jackets. I know we're always talking about bad news because they bring us bad news, but here's some good news.
Okay.
The Cleveland Monsters have moved on in the Calder Cup playoffs.
Oh, they advanced. Okay.
Yes, they've advanced. Next round is Thursday night. It starts in the Land. Monsters against the Syracuse Crunch. Now, Bone.
Yeah.
Who was the AHL affiliate for the Blue Jackets before they moved on to Cleveland?
Was it Syracuse?
It was Syracuse. So it's the Blue Jackets versus the Blue Jackets. Let's hang a banner. Whoever wins, we get a banner.
And we get that team, too. We get all their players. So if the other team beats us, it's like, cool, we'll take your players.
Can I tell you something, buddy? We have an AHL roster right now.
No, but I'm saying we get the players from the other team. If they're slightly better, if they beat us, then we should get them too.
Here's what I know. The players can be better. They will come here and enter the vortex of suck.
I know. I'm trying, and I've said this multiple times. No, I've said
we're done talking about
new GM. I'm going to give it a chance.
Yes, me too. But you know what?
The new
I don't know who that guy is yet.
Right.
Because we're dragging ass on that too.
Yeah.
Fat Boy Food Tip.
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip? This is dumb. I quit.
All right, before you talk about the Chinese, which is where we go with all our fast food tips, Fat Boy Food Tips, White Castle, on Wednesday, they are celebrating National Slider Day. Treating everyone to a complimentary original slider. No purchase is necessary, but you will have to use a digital coupon inside the White Castle social media channels or enter the code Slider Day on the app to redeem the offer.
That's
so
all right.
It's one slider, but it's Happy Slider Day, original Slider Day. Back in 1921, when they first debuted the slider, it cost 5 cents.
Wow.
5 cents per slider. Now, significantly more than that, but still a pretty good value in fast food.
Pretty good bargain. That is true. I saw this as well. Now, this is going to involve some things we don't have, but I just want to point out to you what seems like a good idea, and maybe I wish there were ways to maybe do something like this in other avenues of life. I saw this from James on Twitter, who said something very unique about the long-distance trains in China. So, of course, in China, they have it's a very large, decently sized country.
They can just shut them down at any time and quarantine you on the train for months at a time.
I guess they could do that. However,
kidnap your family.
If you're quarantined on the train, the long-distance trains in China, you can order food from restaurants in the stations along the way. So if you have your app or you have a laptop or something, you can place your order online and then have it set to deliver from whatever, if you're going to whatever station, they have 5 restaurants in that train station. One of those restaurants, you can order your food ahead of time. They'll have it ready when your train comes through and stops. They will bring the food to the platform, and the attendants on your train will pick it up and bring it into the train car.
Oh, nice.
And then take it to wherever you are and deliver your food. Now, I don't know if that would be feasible for airline travel, right? But if you had a busy connecting flight, and let's say you only have maybe you got a couple long flights that you're trying to get onto, if you could then say, I'm going to gate whatever, 43, and I want to have some McDonald's waiting for me when I get there. My flight's been delayed. I'm not going to have time to stop and get a meal. I got 30 minutes to make this connecting flight. It'd be nice if they could have some waiting fast food for you. I like that idea.
Now,
I wish we could incorporate it more.
Let me ask you a question. Now, look, I know that there's a possibility this could get very annoying, but listen, flying has already become annoying because everybody's got their, emotional support animals, and they're using phones and all the sorts of crap that is annoying.
Okay, sure.
But,
yes.
These airlines are always looking for perks, trying to draw customers. Whether it's this bag free or early boarding, something, right? It's a competitive market out there. They want to draw the customer.
Yeah.
What if, Southwest became the official airline of Taco Bell?
Oh.
And so you get on and you have the ability to purchase Taco Bell right there on the plane. Now, I understand it has to be a limited menu, but they've got those little steamer, warmer things on the plane.
Sure.
You can have the flight attendants up to speed on making a chalupa.
Well, you know what? That's a very interesting concept. I actually kind of like the idea. I'd like to take it a step further. I would like to have airlines that just partner with fast food places, and maybe you take out half the seats in the plane, but the front half of the plane is essentially like a dining car where you go in and you have not a full scale restaurant, but enough that you could mimic some of the things. You could then have, and then by the way, on the plane, it's what are you flying? United, Delta? It's nah, baby, I'm flying Wendy's. I'm eating a Baconator.
Well, for example, fat asses like us, that McDonald's is a Coke restaurant. You have to think about it.
Absolutely.
Wendy's, Coke restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Taco Bell, Pepsi restaurant, right? Just off the top of your mind, Southwest, that's a Taco Bell.
Yeah, right. You would know.
Oh, United, that's Wendy's.
And then also you would know, and then thus it's a Pepsi flight as well.
Yes.
Or a Coke flight or whatever. Well, you don't want to be on too many Coke flights.
People are very loyal to their fast food brands.
Oh, are you kidding me?
And I bet you people would be loyal to an airline if they exclusively had that fast food company.
Well, and wouldn't it be great to know, especially for us fat asses, one, you get me on the Taco Bell flight, you're not going to have 3 little narrow seats, are you, for the Taco Bell branded flight? No. You're going to have
large, girthy seats.
You're going to understand your clientele. You're going to have seats that are just a little bit wider, a little bit more accommodating
Maybe
for all sizes.
Bigger toilets as well.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But also, you know what you're not going to have on that flight? Like a pretentious douche nugget who's going to sit there and go, oh, I can't even eat Taco Bell. Oh, if it's not from Whole Foods, I can't even eat it. I don't even do that. Okay. Like if you got stomach issues, different thing. But if you're just someone who turns your nose up at fast food, well, then these flights aren't for you. Meanwhile, everybody that's on those flights going to be like I would assume, someone who's not going to be a complete D-bag all the way through. Let's go.
I was thinking about this weekend because I had the story about White Castle. The people who like White Castle really like White Castle.
Yes.
Like there's no, I can take it or leave it. You either love it or you hate it.
Agreed.
What are the most passionate fast food fan bases? I think White Castle's up there.
Sure.
And I think Skyline's up there too.
Skyline people
love Skyline. They will defend it. They will yell at other people who don't like Skyline. Like I like McDonald's, but I'm not going to scream in someone's face if they don't like a Big Mac.
Well, you know why, though? I think most people with McDonald's, if you say, oh, I'm going to McDonald's, people are like, okay. Or they might go, oh, you eat fast food, huh? I don't do that anymore. But what they're not going to do is go, McDonald's? How do you even swallow that filth? Like,
well, some people do.
No, but for the most part,
Punch them in the sackie.
Most people have kind of made their peace with the fact that fast food exists and McDonald's and all that stuff. When you say Skyline Chili, there are people who go, I love Skyline Chili. And those people get told, how do you eat that filth? Like you get people who get genuinely in your face about it because maybe it's not their preference. And then that causes the people who really enjoy it to say, not only do I like it, I got to defend it now from people like you who are constantly telling me how they don't like it.
Well, then there's crazy people like Beamer. So Beamer's in the morning with Bobby, morning juice, 6 to 9. Ryan Day is going to be in studio on Wednesday. Here's a little tease for you. Beamer loves Skyline Chili. Loves it.
Loves it.
Like he has sex with it. He loves it so much.
I don't know about that, but sure, he does enjoy it.
But, I asked him once, I said, hey, Beamer, you ever, what do you think of the Gold Star chili?
Sure.
Trash. Garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, okay. I've never had it, so I didn't know how it compared to Skyline chili. Oh, I've never had it either. Wait. Hold on a second. You just told me that it was trash and it is. Because he loves Skyline so much, you won't even try it.
Yeah.
It could be better. He says, no, it's impossible. Because nothing is better than Skyline. Nothing.
Well, and I know that the people in Cincinnati, they'll even go to bat for like a Price Hill chili, which is like that's a more local, I think it might just be 1 or 2 locations. But yeah, you once you carve out where you like to go, then you're going to defend that place. But yeah, I don't really, I would have to try the other one to know I like one or the other better. Like for me, KFC, Popeyes, Church's Chicken, all these different chicken places, I can tell you where my favorites are, but that's because I've had all of them multiple times before I've made those distinctions, right? I'm not going to tell you I like the sides at KFC more than I like the sides at Popeyes, but unless I've had all that stuff, right?
Beamer doesn't need to have it.
I know.
He knows it sucks.
He's got an identity he's defending, and I get it. He loves his Skyline, and to each their own.
What do you think he loves more? Skyline or Marion's Pizza? I've also never met anyone from Dayton who doesn't love Marion's Pizza.
Marion's Pizza is and
it is, trust me, it's good. I've had it. But if you talk to someone from Dayton, it's like the hand of Christ made this pizza.
I think he would defend Skyline more just because he can have it more often here, right? Because there's plenty of locations around town to get some Skyline. You're not going to do that with Marion's Pizza. You got to drive out there and get one of theirs.
All right, I know that you've heard this from me already today, but there's something that I want to talk about coming up next that makes me very angry.
That is...
So I may yell about something.
Again?
A lot of yelling for Monday. It will continue coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's an accident blocking the right lane on westbound 670 at 71, causing about a 5-minute delay there. It'll be stop and go from 5th Avenue. We have slow traffic on southbound 315 between West Broad Street and I-70. This report is sponsored by Ohio Association of County Behavioral Health Authorities. Sometimes life can be overwhelming. Crisis Text Line can help. If you are struggling and feel like you can't talk to anyone about it, text 4HOPE to 741-741. Free confidential support. Crisis Text Line. Text 4HOPE to 741-741 now. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. BMI Federal Credit Union has been voted best credit union for the past 6 years in a row by CBUS Top Picks. Visit BMIFCU.org to learn more.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
When it comes to getting a new roof, are you confident letting just anyone on the roof of your home? I'm Craig Schottenstein, owner of Schottenstein Roofing. Our team is dedicated to delivering outstanding value on every roof we repair or replace. Whether residential or commercial, Schottenstein Roofing meets the needs of every customer. From roof installation and repair to siding and gutters, you name it, we do it. Call Schottenstein Roofing, 614-321-8888 to schedule your free inspection today. Go to schottensteinroofing.com.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
It's our absolute favorite place to go for that live VIP sportsbook experience. 12,000 square feet of sportsbook action. 2 huge walls of TVs, not to mention delicious food and drink. But your experience can be even better if you download the Penn Play app.
Yep, you can get up to $140 in rewards. It's so easy, dummies like us can do it. Got to download the free Penn Play app today and cash in your bonuses. Plus, you never know, and you'll see Man and I lurking around.
I'm lurking. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Scotty Vegas here for Maxima Concrete. If you need a driveway, garage, patio, even an in-ground pool, Maxima Concrete are the guys to call. They did a great job for me, and they'll take care of you, too. Schedule a free estimate today at MaximaConcrete.com.
Have you heard? Skyline now has nachos with a layer of queso blanco under that amazing Skyline chili and cheese. Try them straight up or get the deluxe nachos with lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and sour cream at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time.
If you're obsessed with fantasy sports and gambling things, we have the slightly above average radio show for you. On the Money with Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas.
Presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Wednesday night at 8 on The Fan.
We see it every day. A guy comes into the men's clinic and guess what? The pills quit working, or they're sick of the side effects. And you know what else we see? Guys not confident in their relationship. At Columbus Men's Clinic, we're the leaders in bedroom confidence. Understanding if you even need ED or low T treatment should be the first step. And the next should be choosing the treatment or treatment combination to build your confidence. Our urologist and physician group is offering professional, modern treatments with success rates as high as 92% and decades of experience. Our doctors are not going to send you an email with what might work for most people. We are results-driven. Concierge. You don't pay for medication, it's included, but you invest in the time it takes to get you where you want to be. We've built an experience with discretion that takes the worry out of going to the doctor. In fact, we've normalized it for guys all over Columbus. Come see our friendly team in Columbus and find out why we've been #1 in men's health for years. Get a consultation and low T blood work with results on your first visit for $99. Get your confidence back in the bedroom and beyond. Go to columbusmensclinic.com and book your appointment today. columbusmensclinic.com.
This is the sound of a popular American motorcycle. It's the sound of freedom, the open road, really good times. And this is what it sounds like with a drunk guy on it. How do you like the sound of that? Cops are cracking down on drunk motorcycle riders. If you ride drunk, you will get caught and you will get arrested. Drunk riding, over the limit, under arrest. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Transportation.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Scott Damaro.
Ohio's public school bus drivers, paraprofessionals, custodians, and so many others give the best of themselves every day so our students can thrive. And they deserve respect, a living wage, and a seat at the table when decisions are being made. This week, as we celebrate World Education Support Professionals Day, stand with us to pledge your support.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association. Not wearing your seatbelt could cost you a ticket or your life. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Plenty of sunshine, a bit breezy and dry on this Monday. Temperatures running around 80 degrees. Overnight will fall back down to around 60 with more clouds and a few showers by morning. On and off showers during the day on Tuesday, mostly cloudy skies with a few thunderstorms too, with highs in the low to mid 70s. With your Doppler 10 forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
No Desmond Howard death wishes since 2012. This is Man and Bone.
Not out loud. Sometimes. Hey, Bone and I like to do all our banging at Hollywood Casino Columbus in the 12,000 square foot sports book that is just in the middle of the casino, like an oasis. You walk in, you say, where's the sports book? You walk towards the middle of the building. There it is. It's like a beacon. It calls you there.
It's calling to me right now.
Is it? Want to just go?
Let's go.
All right, Teddy, you handle the rest of the show?
Yeah, he's got it. We'll talk to Jayson.
Yeah, I got Tim right here, so we're good.
Oh, that'll be
there
good.
You go. Perfect. Be good.
Ratings gold, Timmy Hall.
I love it. Hey, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, if you want to enjoy some sportsbook action, go to Hollywood Casino. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Mike, I saw this from our guy Jensen Lewis, J. Lou. He had tweeted out about the contract that Jared Goff just signed today. If you missed this news, Lions have made him the highest paid player in franchise history, giving him $212 million in a contract extension over 4 years.
What's the guaranteed money, though?
$170 million.
Let him live.
And that's the number that J. Lou focused on here. He said, in total contract value, if we're talking $170 million guaranteed, here's where that would put Jared Goff in Major League Baseball. He'd be 30th in the contract guaranteed money, because obviously Major League Baseball contracts are all guaranteed. 30th is what the guaranteed earnings would put him in current Major League Baseball contracts, right in the middle of Aaron Nola, who's making $172 million, and Matt Olson, who's making $168 million. Kind of puts the numbers in perspective. And it's weird because we know the NFL is, I don't want to say 10-1 more popular than Major League Baseball. That's probably not fair. But you look at the TV numbers, you look at what the biggest games in the both sports do, it's not even a comparison, right, between Major League Baseball and the NFL. Obviously, there are way more games. There are a lot of cities, tons of interest in Major League Baseball. I'm not denying that, but you're talking about a guy who's, we're all looking at this number going, oh my God, what are the Lions thinking? $170 million for Jared Goff, I guess. We'll see. But in Major League Baseball, that number is like fairly routine now for a guy to make well over $150 million.
Yeah, well, there's a couple different sides of that. As you've seen with the Russell Wilson deal. Now, let's say you said Matt Olson was there. Right? Matt Olson doesn't work out. He's terrible. They can just move him. And by move him, I say just cut him. Release him, DFA him.
Yeah.
You eat that money. That sucks. But in theory, that doesn't prevent you from going out and adding to your team.
Well, depending on how rich your owners are, to your point, there's no salary cap. There's no
right. That's why I said in theory.
Right.
The Broncos said about Russell Wilson, this guy is so bad, we have to move him. And not only are you out cash, you have to eat dead money on the salary cap, which makes that even more devastating when something like that doesn't work out. Now, I haven't read through the contract particulars of the Jared Goff deal. I don't know if it's one of those deals. Yeah, it's 170, but if you cut him after next year, you only have to eat $15 million in debt. I don't know.
I mean, the total number, again, is $212 million. Of that, all but $52 million of it is guaranteed.
I know, but I've heard salary cap people explain things in a way sometimes like, yeah, he signed a $500 million contract, but if you look at the fine print, he's essentially poor. Again, I don't know what type of outs the team has here. I'm guessing not a lot. But, a lot of people are high on the Lions. They were last year, and rightfully so.
Sure.
They turned the corner, look like they're going to continue to be successful. But what if they're not?
Well, I know, and that's what we're going to find out. But I understand they are trying. He had 1 year left on his deal, it looks like. He would have been an unrestricted free agent after next year. I'm trying to remember how old Jared Goff is, but
30?
He's got to be older than that, right?
32?
Is he just 30? I mean, again, 30 is old for almost every other football player. I am dead wrong. You were closer.
29.
He'll be 30 in October.
All right, so he's knocking on the door.
Yeah,
30.
he's knocking on. I'm saying though, like in quarterback years, we got guys playing until they're 35, 36 years old, and being somewhat effective.
And if you listen to some dolphin sex noises,
even more so than that,
longer than that.
Yeah, I'm just saying I can understand how looking at a 4-year deal with him is basically saying we're getting the end of his prime, more or less. So,
all right, can I talk about something that aggravates me?
Yeah, go ahead.
College football playoff title game will reportedly take place in Vegas in January of 2027. This will be the 2026 season, January of 2027. We have heard rumblings about this. We know, I know that they're bringing tournaments and stuff like that to Vegas because that's the place where everybody goes.
Everybody wants to be in Vegas.
Got to be in Vegas all the time. Just for once, though, I'd love to see college sports stand up and say, you know what? We're not the NBA.
Right.
We're not the NFL. We are a collegiate community. We're in a lot of towns that you've probably never heard of before outside of the school that exists there. And so we're going to celebrate those places. Instead, you're going to be like every other big-time event. Let's go to Vegas and showcase our thing. Let's not even pretend that our guys are old enough to actually walk into a casino.
Right.
Right? I mean, I don't get it. And I'm not a prude. It has nothing to do with, there's prostitutes there. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with the adult nature of Las Vegas. It's the fact that everybody else is there. You have an opportunity to take your traveling road show out there for the real college football fans to experience. A national championship game in iconic stadiums. Right? And instead, what do they settle on? Well, the same dome the NFL plays their Super Bowl in. Congratulations. You've done it again.
If I'm understanding you correctly, and I agree with this, I am of the opinion that college football, more than any other sport, is trying very hard to run away from whatever made it college football.
That's right.
Maybe Major League Baseball is a close second with pitch clocks and all that stuff. But at least with Major League Baseball, you can understand their logic was, let's get the game back to a functionality where pitchers work well. But the idea was, let's get the game back to being slightly quicker and look like baseball used to, where it was just played at a quicker pace. What's
been the discussion the last 2 years around playoff time? We should really have these playoffs at neutral sites.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
The World Series.
You're right.
You can have the World Series in one centralized location and make it a big thing where baseball fans all... Stop it! That's not what your game is!
No, you're right. But I don't... Outside of that, college football is the next worst at that type of thing, where they are saying, whatever we can do to make it not look like college football, all you have to do is go down the street to Ohio Stadium, go watch a game there. And yeah, when Thibodeau comes out and does ramp and they start up with all their stuff, and then the team runs out and they do the national anthem, and then you get all the pageantry of college football. That's great. And then what do they do right after all that? It's instantly... We got a DJ. We got to play the music. And again, I like atmosphere. I was just at the Crew game this past weekend. They had tons of atmosphere, DJ, fireworks, all that stuff. It's great. That's not college football. College football is the band, the cheerleaders, the student body, all that stuff. Everyone being out there and making the noise themselves. That's that part of organic college football that we seem to have missed. And I get it. The game has changed. We got all the NIL stuff, but you can still have that atmosphere. You can still keep it like college football.
That doesn't mean that the atmosphere has to go away. I've told this story before. I was in London years ago talking to a cab driver who is a big NFL fan, and his son's a big NFL fan. And they said, what team do you root for? I said, well, I grew up in Chicago, but I live in Columbus now, so I root for the Bears, but mostly I follow Ohio State football. It's part of my job. And he said, well, what's Ohio State? I said, Ohio State's college football. Why do you follow college football if there's professional football to be followed?
Right. It's a great question that no one outside the United States understands.
In his mind, it's like, well, you have the grade A tier 1 product right there. Why would you invest all your time in something that's beneath that? And I said, it's not beneath it. It's different. And there's a different atmosphere. There's a different feel to it. There's a tradition to college football that really, unless you're playing in places like Lambeau or really, that's pretty much it now.
Well, yeah.
That feeling doesn't really exist now. in the NFL. It's a college thing. And it's hard to describe that to people, but now it's like, well, where's your championship game? Vegas.
Yeah.
Just like everything else. Okay. And don't get me wrong, the atmosphere wouldn't be there in Georgia in the Mercedes-Benz Dome either, but at least that's a hotbed for college football.
Right.
The South is ravenous for that. Vegas, it's just, to me, it doesn't go. It's just more beigeness. We don't need it.
It is the idea of we're every other big event. We're the F1 race.
Yes, exactly.
We're whatever you want, we're all there in Vegas. I'm with you that they should be leaning the other way and saying, can we do a national championship game in Tuscaloosa, in Columbus, Ohio, in Ann Arbor, wherever you want to put, like, can
make the rounds, baby.
The Rose Bowl. Like, can we just have it be at the Rose Bowl every year? I don't care. At least that's a college football venue. Have it there. Just do something. As much as I can't stand how the Rose Bowl's all pompous all the time.
I know.
But do something that says, this is college football. It's different than all the other pro sports. Here you go.
Jason's beef. Coming up next, Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's an accident on the right shoulder of westbound 670 after Leonard Avenue to be aware of, and another crash on the right shoulder of westbound 70 on the west side at Hilliard Rome Road. Police are on scene there, causing some delay. This report is sponsored by Donato's Pizza. Every pizza is important. Donato's is bringing you huge savings on a large pizza. For a limited time, get a large one-topping pizza for just $10.99. Yes, $10.99. When you order online and pick it up, use promo code PICKUP. Limit of 5 pizzas. Pick up your Donato's and save today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
The best outcomes for treating cancer come from early detection and early diagnosis.
The James Cancer Diagnostic Center at Ohio State is designed
to provide rapid evaluation and a clear diagnosis.
We are transforming care by giving patients direct access
to cancer experts who study and treat cancer every day.
If you think you have cancer, the choice is clear.
Choose the James Cancer Diagnostic Center.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here, and the playoff action is here, and there isn't a more rewarding sportsbook in the game than Tipico. Get ready to bet on the biggest games of the year, the playoff basketball, the hockey, the actions every night. You want to make the most of every game? You've got to bet with Tipico. You'll get up to 5% cash back on your bets. Claim your new sign-up bonus now and get $150 in protected bets when you deposit $100. Sign up now. Enter the promo code TheFan150 to get your bonus. Download the Tipico Sportsbook app today. Must be 21 or older and physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions do apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Big things are happening on the east side.
We're ready to deal. Come negotiate during May's Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda. Lower payments, better financing, more value for any trade. Take up to $3,000 off new Honda CR-Vs, up to $5,000 off pilots. We'll work hard to get you a payment you can afford. Now, during May Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference.
See lindsayhonda.com for program details.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Morning Juice.
You are now in the headspace with the crew of being potentially the best ever MLS team to play. This is the best ever assembly of MLS talent.
Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Affinity Whole Health.
Weekday mornings at 6. The Fan.
Hi, I'm Janice. I'm a coach at Awaken 180 Weight Loss. When a client reaches the goal that they've set, they are so proud of themselves. They are so thrilled with how they look and how they feel. They are ready to take on the next thing. And that's one thing about weight loss. It's so much more than a number on a scale. It's about self-respect. It's a momentum thing. Now that I've lost 50 pounds, wow, there's no reason why I can't do this next thing that initially seemed so daunting, but now I know I can do it. The celebration is not just how much better you look and feel, but how much more self-respect you have. We get on a track of success at Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Hey, it's Austin Ward with a reminder that losing weight with Awaken 180 isn't about the number on the scale. It's about how that number spearheads endless successes. Bring your goals to Awaken 180, then celebrate when you check off each and every one of them. Call 888-346-1800 or go online at awaken180weightloss.com.
This is the sound of a well-tuned air conditioner ready for summer. This is the sound of an air conditioner that was not tuned up by Apex Pros.
Excuse me, I represent the Don't Make Stuff Up on the Radio Association.
I'm kind of doing something here.
That sound of a not tuned up air conditioner?
Oh, you mean this?
You made that up.
Well, it's a dramatization. See, most air conditioner troubles can be prevented with a simple tune-up before summer by Apex Pros. The pros who knows.
And that.
The pros who knows.
You can't say sentences like that.
Hey, look, it's just our cute way of saying
that cute bear. Does a bear tune up my AC?
What? No, it's people. I mean, a person, a guy, maybe a gal.
Making stuff up.
An Apex tune-up helps your AC last longer, lowers your energy bills, and prevents this.
You did it again.
Man, you're a real hothead. Sit under this air conditioning.
What air conditioning? I don't hear any...
See? Schedule a tune-up at apexpros.com.
Hi, it's Alex, the friendly Apex Bear. No doubt about it, Columbus loves Apex Pros. apexpros.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
He likes baseball. He likes solar eclipses. He likes Shohei Ohtani. But he loves roast beef sandwiches. It's time for Jayson's Beef with everyone's favorite baseball writer, podcaster, author, and former mustache owner, Jayson Stark.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
The Hall of Famer, Jayson Stark, joins us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Hello, Mr. Italia.
Oui. Oh, wait, that's a wrong language.
No, that's not right at all.
It's not.
You getting excited for your trip?
Si, signore. I am. No. Thank you. I should be checking in right now. Instead, I'm talking to you.
Get out of here. You're not leaving until tomorrow, right?
I'm leaving tomorrow, yeah.
All right.
I like Jayson that so far the Italian I've heard more sounds like something I would hear in Spanish, not in Italian, but that's good. We're on the right track.
Buongiorno. Ciao. What else you need?
Nothing. That's very good. Do you know how to say where's the bathroom?
I have Google Translate.
So you're
Donde está el baño? That should get
you.
Now, do you like hold the phone up so that people can hear it, or do you attempt to say what the phone is saying?
No, I'm kind of the interpreter for our group, but I haven't done the homework yet. I'm busy.
You're the interpreter.
Work. But on the plane, I will review all the Italian that I know, which isn't much, but it's enough to get through basic questions and answers.
You know what? That's pretty impressive. If you can do that on the plane and be like, "No, I'm good," and then land and just be functional. That's better than I think most people could do. That's pretty awesome.
Well, he thinks he's good.
Well, I'll let you know how it goes.
See, now, Jayson, my mother was born in Sicily, but she came over when she was 5 years old. Okay, so she was born in like some backwoods town in Sicily. So her Italian is the equivalent of 5-year-old like backwoods Sicilian Italian. You know, you say, "Oh, people from Mississippi and us, they both speak English." No, not really. There's different dialects and accents and things like that.
So if she went to Italy tomorrow, nobody would even understand.
Well, here's the story. So years ago, her and my father go on vacation. They go to northern Italy, and they're in Milan, and my mother is speaking Italian like she always speaks Italian. And somebody actually said to her, "Please speak English. Your Italian is so bad."
That could be me.
That could be you. So they'll give you points for trying, and then they'll say, "Okay, now enough. We'll speak English."
Boom. Bueno.
No. All right. I was doing a stat earlier. I had a stat earlier about Chris Davis, who is officially retired. He wants to become a mechanic. He has graduated from the Arizona Automotive Institute. God bless him. He wants to do something. I don't know why we don't talk about this more. Chris Davis, for 4 straight seasons, hit 247. For 4 straight seasons. In a world where we're obsessed with stats and probabilities and win percentages, what are the odds that someone has the same batting average for 4 straight seasons? And why don't we discuss this more?
We used to discuss it back when he was doing it, when he actually was playing baseball. There was a stat just like this with the Reds, Our guy Adam Dunn hit exactly 40 homers 4 years in a row. That's a good one.
I didn't know that.
That's a hard one to do. I have one that I love that I stumbled upon once, and I use it anytime people say to me, like, what's a stat that is just mind-blowing to you?
All right.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so in 2004, Juan Pierre, you remember Juan Pierre, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Pesky little Marlins leadoff hand. He got 221 hits that season, and that just seems like a lot. Don't you think that's a lot?
Yeah.
There's only been one leadoff man in the National League who's gotten that many hits in 1 year since Pete Rose in 1973. So it's a lot. But that's not even the part I love. That's because 2004 was also that year that teams were so terrified of pitching to Barry Bonds that they walked him 232 times.
Yeah.
So you know what that means, right? It means that even if Barry had gotten no hits that year, he still would have reached base more times than the guy who led the league in hits.
That's crazy.
How great is baseball?
You know what else is crazy about Juan Pierre is that he was fast, and yet when you watched him just jog, he jogged like he had a load in his pants. He jogged like an old man, didn't he?
He had a certain stop to him, but you didn't want to get him on base because he would drive you crazy.
Right.
So was he really that old manish?
Well, no, he was like
what old man would do that?
What's the Star Wars movie where Yoda comes out and he's Yoda, so he's old and he's moving slow, but then the lightsaber battle starts.
Oh, it's like one of the prequels.
And he's flipping all over the place and he's lightning quick. That's Juan Pierre.
Juan Pierre always did remind me of Yoda.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right? Like he has Juan Pierre has a Yoda kind of look to me. I don't know if he has a lightsaber, but I wouldn't bet against him being able to lay down a bunt with a lightsaber.
A disturbing turn.
That's right. I want your thoughts on Jar Jar Binks when we're done with all this, Jason. But in the meantime, you're listening to Jason's Beef on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Let's switch gears. Let's talk about Cardinals manager Oliver Marmol, who got ejected versus the Brewers. Not the first time this year that's happened. They ended up winning the game. He was trying to give him a little spark, but that's one of the few things it seems like he's done right to help get that team going. They're not big fans in St. Louis of the manager there. Didn't think he should be brought back. His seat is red hot, I presume. Is that one of the craziest fan bases in all of Major League Baseball, the Cardinals fans? I'm not saying they're wrong, but it feels a lot like college football fandom around here with the high expectations there in St. Louis.
That's an interesting question because it really depends, I think, on how you frame it. They're so disenchanted with a product on the field right now, right? If you're going to make a list, I guess you'd put them on it just because the city is so locked in on the team. The football team left. They have no NBA team. They're really the game in town. So by that standard, I think you're right. The problem, though, is the fan base is so unhappy with the team on the field and the front office that put that team on the field, and especially the manager. So when they're that turned off and it's St. Louis, are we adding or subtracting points for that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough call. I mean, I like the fact they have the expectations, but also at some point you have to be realistic about whatever your team is doing that year and not think that every year is going to be just World Series or bust. I know they don't, but that was not good. The last time they were in the playoffs, 2 years ago? They got bounced in the first round or in the wild card round?
Well, yeah, they got swept by the Phillies in the wild card round, and then they finished last year, and they're going to probably finish last this year. And if that happens 2 years in a row, I'm doing this off the top of my head, but I believe the last time the Cardinals finished last 2 years in a row, It was either 1908 and 1909 or 1907 and 1908. But 1908 was in there somewhere.
Wow.
So if you're doing something that you haven't done since 1908, but it's a bad thing, does that energize the fan base or not?
Jayson, enjoy your trip. I would like to have some sort of audio diary from you on your trip to Italia. So anytime you have a thought, record it into your phone, send it to me.
In English or Italian?
Italian, but I want you to learn how to say, where is the Arby's in Italian?
Is that kind of an irrelevant question? I'm gonna guess that like Florence, Milan, those places are not teeming with Arby's.
I don't know, man. You could maybe have the old teepee style Arby's there. Oh, the roasted beef guy. Yes.
All right, there'll be an audio diary of all the time I spend in Arby's on the trip.
All right, have a safe trip.
Appreciate it, my friend. Thanks.
Jayson's beef with our guy Jayson Stark on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You're going to hit slower traffic on westbound 161 between New Albany Road and Hamilton Road, and be aware of an accident on the right shoulder of westbound 70 on the west side after Mound Street. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their end-to-end solution helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all year round. Schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from your Indeed dashboard. Learn more by visiting Indeed.com/credit. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Working your way through that honey-do list? More flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Call the Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Great coaching can make all the difference, especially when it comes to your money. At Right Pac Credit Union, our financial coaches are on your team. We'll help you create a winning game plan that's customized for your unique needs, so you can make the most of your hard-earned money and live the life you want to live. Best of all, Right Pac Credit Union serves all of Central Ohio, so getting in the game is easy. Let's win together. Stop by one of our Central Ohio member centers to get started today. Equal housing opportunity, insured by NCUA.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter, and it's springtime. And you know what that means? It means berry season, the fresh, delicious berries, and there's no better place to get them than, you guessed it, Bob Evans and their delicious farmhouse kitchen. They have a number of berry salads there that you're going to love. The summer berry salad, which I love, the red, white, and blueberry farmer's choice. And you know what's fantastic? Start at $6.99 with that red, white, and blueberry hotcakes. Who doesn't love that? With the delicious toppings. They've got them for dine-in, carry-out, delivery. Check them out at bobevans.com.
Now at UDF, buy 3 everyday favorites with UDrive Plus to quickly stack an extra 20 cents in gas savings. That includes snacks like Fritos and Doritos, candy like M&M's and Reese's, and ice cream like ours. UDF, made for you. Specially marked products with an opted-in UDrive account.
Safe Auto Insurance is now Direct Auto Insurance. What's the difference? Basically, the name. Direct Auto offers savings of up to 25% on state minimum coverage, just like you're used to, which means you never have to make trade-offs when it comes to paying for car insurance. So don't even think about carpooling to work with Talkative Ted. It's time to stop compromising and keep driving with Direct Auto. Get a free quote at directauto.com or call 1-877-GO-DIRECT. Savings vary, terms apply. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
The Buckeye Show.
Devin Royal's got to become a three-point shooter. Not afraid to fire it. Devin looks like he wants to score lots of points. And you know what, Devin? I want you to score lots of points.
The Buckeye Show.
Sponsored by Schottenstein Roofing and Care Source.
Weeknights at 6 on The Fan.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Guys, as we get older, it's inevitable. There's going to be parts of your body that let you down. Sometimes it's your knees. Sometimes it's your elbow. Maybe your back is hurting you a bit more than it used to. Maybe it's another part of your body that's letting you down. In the bedroom, let's say. And you need to get your confidence back. That's where my guys and my gals at Blue Chew step in. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Blue Chew is an online prescription service, so you don't have to go to the doctor's office. There's no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at the pharmacy, and the product's shipped right to your door in a discreet package. And if you don't like swallowing pills, you don't have to. Blue Chew tablets are, of course, chewable. If you need to get your confidence back in the bedroom, visit BlueChew.com. Plus, I've got a special deal for you. Try Blue Chew free when you use promo code BONE at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. BlueChew.com, promo code BONE, and you get to try Blue Chew for free plus the $5 shipping. Just use promo code BONE at BlueChew.com.
Always at the forefront of new technology, Tire Discounters announces our latest breakthrough, TD Chat BS. This software allows us to detect untruths, deceptions, and even outright lies.
Let's listen in as we call a local car dealer.
Hi, I drive your model of auto or truck. I need servicing.
Oh, that's great. You should always call the dealer for service to make sure your warranty stays intact.
Untruth.
Excuse me?
I can attend at Tire Discounters for all services,
No,
even
but-
for all manufacturers' scheduled maintenance. Warranty not affected.
No, see-
Afflicted. No, affected was right.
But it's only us dealers who really know our own models.
Deception. Tire Discounters ASE technicians are certified experts for all makes and models.
Okay, maybe.
How many dollars do you charge me for? As few as Tire Discounters?
We are not that much more.
Outright lie. Ending call now. Bye.
No, but-
Adios. Aloha. Hasta la pasta.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Sears Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. The fine host of the Buckeye Show, your friend and mine, Timmy Hall.
Oh, happy Monday, my Ken doll wannabes.
I'll tell you what, buddy, your hair is straight up today.
It is.
You look like a cartoon character.
Too high?
No, I mean, it's just straight.
It's not too high. It's
not too high. It's just
good.
Doesn't he look like a drawing of himself?
No, he looks.
So,
I mean,
good.
He looks great.
It's a good look.
Good hair day.
Yeah, I like it.
Good. Yeah. Well, you know,
Did you put extra product in there?
I didn't wash my hair today, so it's got a little bit of that extra thickness from not having a shampoo or condition today.
Did you not wash your hair, or
correct?
Did you not wash everything?
I didn't wash my hair when I took a shower. I kind of kept the water beneath.
Interesting.
On my other parts. Yes.
I will say,
I've never heard a
soapy.
non-woman do that.
Well, now you have.
All right.
And I guarantee you there's millions like me. Millions.
I will say,
Think Cristiano Ronaldo's washing that hair every day for no reason. If it doesn't need to be washed, if he didn't play soccer.
I'm going to guess he is. Just
fine.
because he has the time and money and means to have
Get the
people
hair right
do the
after
hair
it.
right like every time.
I'm just saying, I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessary if I didn't have a sweaty workout within a day. If I was just chilling around the house, why shampoo and condition?
That's right.
What do I need that for?
Ashton Kutcher and, wow.
No.
They agree with
Mila
you.
Kunis.
Mila Kunis both agree with you on that.
Right, just like that. Just like that. Not showering for a
No,
freaking
because,
week.
Timmy did wash his kunis. That's the difference.
It is. I'm not stepping in the shower and not washing all of that. That'd be ridiculous. The soap is right there. Do you guys use a loofah?
I don't use a loofah.
What do you use?
Hand.
Hand. Really? You just soap the hand and just
I use the bar. The
Get
bar
right
is
into
the
the
loofah.
crevasses?
The bar will go right up.
Don't
cracking.
do that motion again, Timmy.
You put the soap on the hand.
No, don't do That's not.
Hand
that's
and
not gonna
bar.
work.
Yeah. Oh, what do you? That's not going to work. I heard he did.
What do you do?
Finger in the hole. Finger.
That's just for the camera. We're on YouTube now.
Right.
You can watch the show live. You can interact with us that way physically.
Sure.
So just go to youtube.com, search 971thefan.com, click on our live stream, and then you can see me do things like this.
Good Lord. That was a little much there.
That is quite a look.
Timmy?
Oh, go ahead.
What do you got?
Well, I was
What's
just going to, you had asked before for me to bring this up before we go into much further. I just wanted, there was some breaking news that came down. We know when the Browns home opener is, and it is me versus Teddy, Browns and Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? That is Sunday, September 8th at Cleveland Browns Stadium, 4:25 p.m. on Fox. So we knew the Browns and Cowboys were playing. We knew it was a home game for the Browns. We now know that will be the season opener. I'm sorry, the home opener, which I guess is also the season opener, Sunday, September 8th. So now you know. Back to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Timmy, what's coming up on the Buckeye Show tonight?
Well, that's funny because 2 straight shows we'll have a guy sitting in that chair that is Browns guy in Tyvus and a guy over in that room that is Cowboys guy.
Oh, yeah.
In the Bodeman.
That's right.
So we'll have this fight too. Gene Smith, we didn't really touch on his asterisk comment on
I didn't know
Michigan.
we were going there. We didn't touch on his ass.
And his beautiful
his
ace.
hot ace.
Yes. Thick. Nice. retired ace.
Not yet.
Close, though.
Close to
Coming up
retired ace.
early June, right?
Yes.
He's doing the media tour. He's talking with everybody now and comments on everything the future of college sports. Buckeye Leaves coming up as well. And you might have seen that Tim May and Paul had a little bit of a thing late last week.
I did.
Yes.
I did.
Paul kind of got him a bit. Tim will jump on the program at 6:33 with a response to that interview.
That's must listen.
So
what happens if they win those games? Ha ha!
right.
But they didn't.
Paul was like, well, they didn't.
They didn't.
They did. They
No.
didn't. Guy missed the field goal by 62 yards.
2 big hours of the Buckeye Show coming up next. Back page.
The Back Page. The Back Page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Bone.
Well, man, the internet that I just had has reloaded, and I don't know why I can't read what I was just going to read, but here's the summation of it. Scientists in China are researching Ebola, and they're trying to find more effective ways to cure it, which, of course, is good. We don't want Ebola, bad disease. However, they've
mutated it and let it out?
There was a mutation that they've used on hamsters that has unfortunately not just caused the hamsters to suffer the symptoms of Ebola, and then over a period of time they pass away. Now they found a strain that works a lot quicker to kill off hamsters and thus probably kill off other things.
Great.
So they said that one was more like a 2 or 3 day type of virus as opposed to a 2 to 3 weeks or months or whatever it used to be. So
you die quicker.
Yeah, but if they could stop that one now, I guess we're in business.
Man,
They got
trying to stop
they got
stuff.
the boss.
I'm all for.
Yeah,
letting it out. I'm not for.
Maybe not do that.
Right. Yeah, don't do that. Also, you hate to see this. The coach of Iowa women's basketball, Lisa Bluder, who was there, of course, for Caitlin Clark, her career, and then obviously 20 years before that as well. She's announced her retirement. She said she'd like to focus on helping lead the growth of women's college basketball and also help out with Iowa in the future, but not as a head coach.
Also
they will be
known
looking
as
for a new head coach.
Caitlin's gone. We suck.
Oh, yeah. She got out of town at the right time. She's like, you know what? I got it. We're good.
She will also be Kirk Ferentz's new offensive coordinator. Calling plays.
Upgrade.
Who's there now? Because the Suns
because they took Brian off of that,
right,
out of
who's
that
there?
role.
I feel like they got somebody.
I'm sure they're going to. What do you think they averaged offensively last year? 19 a game, 20, something
3.
like that?
They're bad.
2.
3.
Bad.
3.
I'm sure they'll go up to 25 points per game.
Buckeye Show is next. We'll see you tomorrow. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
Watch out for an accident blocking the right lane on westbound 670 after Leonard Avenue. It'll be stop and go from 5th Avenue. We have another crash on the right shoulder of westbound 70 on the west side at Hilliard Rome Road. Police are on scene there, causing some slowdown. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lessip. Ohio Laborers would like to congratulate Member of the Week, Brian Longo. Laborers Local 860 Cleveland. Brian is a proud 28-year journeyman. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
This is a Fan Action Update.
This Action Update is brought to you by Tipico. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Updating the NBA Series odds. The Pacers are now minus 130 favorites over the Knicks, who are plus 108. Series is tied 2-2. The Celtics are minus 10,000. Cavs 25-1 with Boston up 2 games to 1. In the West, the Nuggets are now minus 175. Minnesota plus 140. And the Mavs are a minus 220 favored on the Thunder. For your Action Update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Bobby Carpenter here for Affinity Whole Health, the leader in the testosterone and hormone replacement therapy game. And weight loss too, that's right. Affinity offers semaglutide injections for weight loss in addition to their testosterone treatments so you can lose weight and build muscle. They customize a plan directly for you. They added peptides to my TRT. They've added semaglutide with my friend's testosterone, and the results are amazing. They're pumped about summertime and pool season, so check them out at feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Right now during Jeep 4x4 season, well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2024 Jeep Compass Limited 4x4 for $379 a month for 42 months with $3,837 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease through Stellantis Financial Services. Extra charge for miles over 35,000. Not all customers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 6/3/2024. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Since 1950, Sears Heating and Cooling has been your Central Ohio HVAC expert. Founded by Johnny Sears when gas was just 27 cents a gallon, we're still at the top of our game with thousands of perfect customer reviews. Let Sears Heating and Cooling ensure your AC unit is ready to battle the summer heat ahead. Schedule your AC maintenance today and spring new life into your existing AC unit. From UA to the Ville, enjoy the local pricing advantage of doing business with your neighbors at Sears. SearsHeatingCooling.com.
Hey guys, it's Chaps, and I'm here with special guest Alyssa, one of the awesome coaches at Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Alyssa, why do you do what you do?
I love helping clients improve their moods and get more energy. Clients come here to get off their medications. We just want to help you with whatever goal is going to be the most important to you. We have a client that hasn't ridden a horse in 8 years. We have a client that wants to go scuba diving. So they could be these huge goals that are so exciting. But then I have a client that said, I just want to reach down and tie my shoe.
Thanks, Alyssa. After you realize losing weight is attainable with Awaken 180, it's amazing how many goals you start setting for yourself. Set those goals and reach them with the solution for weight loss, Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Discover what's possible at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. That's awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800.
Hollywood Lights. Set sail with excitement at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Saturday, May 25th, you could be the lucky winner of a 7-day, all-expenses-paid Caribbean cruise for two. Not a sailor? No problem. Opt for $15,000 in cold hard cash instead. Play your favorite slots and table games throughout May to earn entries. More details at HollywoodColumbus.com. Remember, your adventure awaits at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.